Hello. You know, talking lawyer talk. I said negotiate. Did that go out? I said it's a negotiation.
No.
Oh, because we was about Netflix and Boss is here, and he said that Netflix doesn't give you numbers, and they don't. It's like serious. Does not give you numbers. It's a negotiation thing because they don't want you to know how good you're doing or poorly. Stan, that noise is distracting. Please don't do that on purpose. That's better. That's it.
No, you're right.
No, that noise.
Oh.
All right, better. Well, welcome to the show. Voss is here early and promoting the Voss Roast, which really was great.
Yeah.
I've only seen those clips, but everyone who's seen it has said it's amazing. So go to vossroast.com.
Although there's a shot of me in the audience that I didn't realize was there, and I didn't get any sort of compensation.
What were you doing in the audience?
I was there. I mean, there's a shot of my face reacting.
Oh,
and I didn't really get any compensation for
Were
it.
you pulling your head up out of a gentleman's lap?
That's right.
I was trying to get that edited out, but they kept it in?
They did. Unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
You were sitting next to Opie, right?
No, a lot of problems in that room.
Huh?
A lot of problems in that room.
Sure were. Laughter, everyone liking each other. It's crazy.
No point was the show brought to a dead halt.
Not at all.
Nobody picked their nose.
Okay.
Try to hide it. Nobody. No.
I tried to hide it.
Like sneak a pic.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been...
Nobody was eating blueberries and yogurt pretending they're in shape.
Getting real specific.
No, I'm just saying. It was different.
Have you heard what's been the feedback on the roast now that people have finally seen it? Because this is one, we all talked about it after seeing it and being there and everything. About how amazing. That's right. About how amazing it was. But this is the first time, really, that a wide audience is seeing it.
There is not, and I'm not lying, there has not been, at least on my Twitter and Bonnie's and whoever, not one negative thing. Everybody's saying who killed.
It was great.
You know, and one person like, Big J or somebody like fucking Florentine, Norton. Everybody got positive feedback. And people are watching it 3 and 4 times.
It's not that often that you go to a roast like that and everybody crushes.
Oh, I remember that night, and it was like everybody did well. Like, it was one of those things where it just felt great. You didn't feel at any point like, oh, no, because you kept waiting for the fucking victim. There's always one in a roast, a guy's going to go up there and eat his dick. But it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, from the audience, I was worried about Florentine because he had been getting crushed so hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
murdered.
It was brutal. Everybody was just destroying him, and I'm like, I don't know how a person comes back from the beating that guy's taken, and he stood up and just put everybody right in their place. It was amazing.
Well, there was, his wife left him for a younger guy who was a cop.
Sure.
And somebody later on said, or earlier, said Voss's house burned down. But the response team was late because they were all fucking Florentine's wife. Oh, I have no idea who said it. It could have been DeRosa.
I don't know who said that either, but it was very mean and very funny.
I love hearing Florentine talk about it too, because I'm sitting there going like, oh man, how does he come back from this? And if you listen to him talk about it, he goes, I don't care. He just sat there. Nothing was affecting him.
Well, Jim knows what a roast is too.
Right.
Jim's been around for almost 30 years. He knows when you go to a roast, especially with guys who know everything about you, forget it.
Well, we roasted him too back in the day at comics.
Yeah, that's right.
So we and people go to a roast and it's not a toast. No one's getting a watch. No one's retiring.
Right.
But everybody in the audience that night knew it was going to be vicious.
But we're also all friends. Like, that to me is what a roast is supposed to be, because everybody knows each other. We're all legitimately friends. I know all of you guys from, I know you for almost 30 years. I mean, come on, these guys are my closest friends. So but I know why Comedy Central does what they do too. When you have the Pam Anderson roast, you want to just see a bunch of Pam's dumb friends from Canada or wherever she grew up. Right. It's got to be a mix and a match to get people to watch. It's a TV show.
But when they do a roast, why don't they bring top-notch comics, and then you're going to have more comics on that roast?
They probably should do that, yeah. They should, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because it's a TV show and a business, and more people are going to tune in to, you know.
But
watch the celebrities.
How did it work so well with Dean Martin? They weren't all comics, but they were. You
There's 4 channels.
Yeah, and it was also not a youth-driven appearance for you got to be cute and be quirky.
Although it is nice to see people like when the situation eats his balls and stuff like that. It's kind of fun. It's fun to see a celebrity really do poorly.
But the one roast, it turned into an Ann Coulter roast.
Right.
Yeah. But she just had her book up there.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She has
I'm sure it bothered her a little, but she's pretty unflappable.
She came on my show after that and insisted that, and I hadn't seen the roast yet, so I couldn't, respond to it really. Yeah. But she explained that none of the comedians were funny, and she was the only one that was funny, and that was really her problem with the roast.
She lost her mind. Is that what you said? But was she an LA? What is she, an LA comic?
But no, she's pretty hard to. I've done a few things with her, and she doesn't give a fuck about what the audience is doing.
Right.
Yes. We did Moshe Kasher's show, Problematic. Mm-hmm. I was on it with her.
How'd you get that?
I just called and said, "Hey, can I come on your show?" And she said, "Sure." And it was me and it was Moshe, of course, and there was a guy, I forget his name. He's not alt-right, but he's more of a right, fucking conservative pundit, young guy. Mm-hmm. And the audience was not really with him.
Was he a comic?
No, but he's pretty well known. No. Can you look that up? Jim Norton, Problematic. I just want to see if there's what this guy's doing. But she doesn't give a fuck, man.
No, she doesn't.
Like, whatever the audience is doing, she just doesn't care. If they like her, that's great. If they hate her, fuck them.
She's used to people yelling and heckling her, and
yeah, she really doesn't. She's also used to being an enemy. Like, that's how she makes her money, is getting people upset.
Yeah, look.
He's Lucian Wintrich. That's the guy. Okay, I just want to remember his name.
Do you want to hear a quick clip from Voss's roast?
I do, yeah.
Where is the roast available, Rich?
VossRoast.com.
This is
Voss Roast. It's only $5 to rent or $10 to buy. VossRoast.com.
Yeah, it's great.
Support a lot of people. There's a lot of money involved that these production companies put into it.
Sure.
We would have liked to give the comics something, but at this point,
not going to happen.
Well, no, they might,
Is there any back end for the kids?
Huh?
I'll tell you this. You should buy it, because like Rich said, a lot of people are watching it multiple times. Yeah. And if you rent something and then you got to rent it again, you feel like a total asshole. Yeah. So buy it.
A comic last night said he rented it twice and then bought it.
I know, you're a fucking comic, Mark. Like, what are you doing? You're in the business.
But he's one of those comics that get high all the time, so they don't.
Right. I want to hear Florentine, since we were just talking about him, talking about Bonnie and Rich.
Bonnie never needs lube during sex. She just has Rich say words beginning with S into her pussy. It's good that Bonnie is married to Rich. Now she only has to fuck one headliner to get work. I mean, you guys should have your own show, Unbookable Jokers. Look, you got to hand it to Bonnie. She achieved her lifelong dream as a comic to come to America and get stupid rich.
That's the line. That's one of the lines. Should have closed with that.
So that's just a sampling of what you can get at.
It's a really funny roast.
VossRoast.com.
When Bonnie looked at Norton and said, "Your radio show is so bad, I'd rather listen to my daughter drowning."
Yeah.
Who the fuck says that?
Yeah.
I was with. I got to give me 1 minute. Can you wait a minute? Are you doing like you're going right now?
No.
Rich is not a great multitasker. Rich, you can put the pen down and just not write your breakfast down. Tell your story. I'll take it over.
I don't want.
Well, you should ask him
in a hurry.
On
he's having a tough morning.
We were doing a roast.
Yeah.
Thanks. We were doing a roast for, like, some dude got fired from Comedy Central when Lou Wallach was laid off. Mm-hmm. So it was an in-house roast. It was all Comedy Central people, all of them. So Bonnie goes up and she's trashing their specials, saying, "You guys will, what the fuck are you?" She said, "I watched Joe Coy's special and I laughed harder when the second tower fell." She doesn't care.
No.
That's why she doesn't give a fuck. She goes for the laugh no matter where she's at.
Right.
You know, that's all she cares about is getting a fucking laugh.
That's why she's so funny, and maybe things haven't panned out so perfectly.
I would have said something good like at the roast, like, look at your hat. It's so many colors. It's like a child's hat.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, you must be pissed that you didn't have Josh good-naturedly there.
What do you mean she's haven't panned out? She's doing great.
No, I know. I was just kidding.
She just directed a commercial.
Shut up.
She's doing good. She blew me the other night.
Hey, congrats, man.
How was that?
Or congrats to her.
No, no disrespect. Where'd you dump the load?
It doesn't. I don't. It just dropped.
Oh, did it? Your salary couldn't drip out.
It evaporated.
Oh no!
But
I still shoot huge loads.
Dude,
Did I say that or just think it?
No. Last night, the stuff I was thinking about, I had a good load in the hotel. But
what were you thinking about?
What was I thinking about? There was multiple people in it, and she was one of them. But when the other night I took a blue pill, and when she was blowing me, she had two hands on it, and part of the head was sticking out. It was amazing.
Here's the bottom line. The bottom hand
was kind of crunched.
Shut up. 2 fingers were around the shaft, 2 were around the balls.
Oh, definitely.
No,
that was a cheat.
Definitely.
One around the shaft, and she cut off 3 fingers off her other hand.
Yeah, there's no way that was a 10-finger. That was not a fucking 8-finger hummer.
I'm telling you, it was as big as it's ever been.
Oh, that's good.
Congrats, man.
Oh,
good.
And then it goes back to normal. And when I take a shower, I have to put a towel around me in front of the mirror because I hate my fucking self. I can't look at
Well, you have a great body.
I don't care about my body. It's my dick. I'll shower in the
just
dark.
the opposite. My dick, I'm fine with.
Everything else around the dick you don't like?
Yeah, from the waist down, I'm fine. But the waist up, it's just...
So you just have a
sick
mirror.
calves.
You have a mirror
on
down
my dick,
your dick.
No, I just wear my towel around my torso. That's awful.
I hate it. I take showers in the dark, and I put my shirt there.
I don't think that's true.
I do too.
No, you don't.
It's not complete dark. I take a poop in the dark. It's so much more relaxing.
I like, you know what? I like a nice dim shit too.
Yeah,
I do.
You are a dim shit.
Don't you like it?
I do.
It's relaxing. You know, a bright light on you. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree.
You light a couple
100%.
candles?
I've done that for showers.
What about for shits?
Have I ever? No, but I would. I'm sure I have in my life. I don't mind that.
Because that's one of those things that you would do for a shower, but then you go to drop a deuce and you're like, oh my God, what have I been missing?
You lit a candle for a shower, and the spray out of his cock didn't put the candle out. Get it? Nothing.
No, what do you mean? You should use that one at the roast.
Oh, yeah, I know. A golden shower.
Oh, I actually didn't even get that.
Shit, it's kind of good if you got it.
Yeah.
If you got it, it'd be good.
It'd be good. Maybe if I did it right after he said it and didn't fucking wait 15 minutes.
It's all good, bud. Don't worry about it. What was the golf thing that was happening this weekend?
Where I
Masters or something?
That Phil Mickelson was in? The U.S. Open of golf.
But wait, let's one more thing about the roast.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Anthony tried to heckle me.
Oh my God, this is worth, because I was sitting right by him. This is worth the $10 right there.
Yeah.
Go and buy this thing at vossroast.com because Anthony wasn't on the dais. He was just there to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a couple cocktails.
No.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
no, I know. But he had a couple cocktails, even after rehab. It's
And that
amazing.
was just from sweat.
And he starts, yeah, I don't
It
know.
poured out into a kind of sweat. What the fuck? That was good.
Shut up.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead. That's the reason.
Okay.
But Voss is up there doing his thing. And, you know, because Voss is obviously, it's the roast of Voss, so he goes on last. And it's a tough position because you just had all those comics. And I saw it in your face. You're going like, okay, obviously you're a professional. You're going to be able to handle this. But it wasn't until Anthony started yelling at you from the audience and heckling you.
It's when
It was like this thing just came, like Voss's whole face changed. And he was like, I'm home. And just started just nailing just Ant. You could tell he almost didn't want it to end. He just wanted Anthony to keep heckling him because it was.
Did Voss win that exchange?
He did, unfortunately for Anthony. Yes, Voss did come out the victor.
But Anthony took it okay?
He did. Of course he did.
Well,
Yes.
the thing is, because you go up there
Didn't
and
cry
roast,
about it?
No. Anthony thought it was funny.
Good. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
you go up there and roast, and my opening joke with Ann and Judy Gold work, but you don't get your rhythm, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're reading lines,
Right.
almost.
Right.
But when he heckled me, then it put me in comedy club mode.
Right.
I'm just being a comic, not roasting, and it fucking just opened up. You know what I mean? It was the best thing that happened to me for that roast, because I could have fucking easily ate it after all those.
That would have been the best thing to happen for everybody else.
If I ate it.
Oh, yeah.
At your own roast?
If everybody did great.
It's hard to bomb at your own roast, but it would be funny.
Well,
you would have liked it?
After
everybody did well,
killed, and he just went up there and fucking ate it.
Fuck, on his own roast on his birthday.
What a bad time to be off.
Yeah.
Well, remember when we were roasting Patrice and Keith came in and tried to ad-lib it?
Oh, boy.
Let me tell you
Did Keith not do well?
That's why it's damaged him for life. It gave him a stroke.
He hasn't roasted since, I don't think.
No. Keith Robinson has not come back to roasting
since? He came running in the room. We're at Boston Comedy Club, and he was at
Was
the
that Patrice's?
cellar. Patrice's. And he came in like on fire. I want to go. And he ran up on stage and tried to ad-lib a roast in front of, first of all, everybody's killing. And it's all comics in the room.
It's Patrice.
And he fucking ate it. It was.
It's a legendary bomb.
That's awesome.
A legendary.
There's not a tape anywhere?
There might be tapes somewhere.
There's tapes of Patrice's roast.
What's his name?
Musavia.
Musavia, sorry, yeah. I think Musavia was over at the cellar. Musavia had some, he had it on audio. Is there a video too?
Patrice's roast is online.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh my gosh, it's here.
Is that?
Is this it? It says Keith Robinson bombs at Patrice O'Neill roast. Is that it, do you think?
That's got to be it. But I didn't know he was wearing a suit.
The audio?
I mean, it was. That's the picture of this. Is audio.
Oh.
It's 12 minutes. Maybe why don't you send that to somebody and they can just find where it really gets good.
Yeah.
So we don't have to, sit there for 12 minutes.
I just listen to the first two and know it's going to be.
I don't know if you can listen to the first two when it starts. I think at first he started okay, and then it just went south, and he couldn't get out of it.
That's great.
Because he didn't have any jokes for it. He couldn't. And I remember Manny and Esty were there from the cellar. That was, it was the Boston Comedy Club, which is now like a food place or something.
Yeah, I think a restaurant, yeah.
This was never a great room, but
it was at times fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the room Chappelle came out of, really. He worked the cellar, Brewer, fucking Dane Cook. All those guys worked the Boston Comedy Club for Barry. And Barry's roast was 2000.
Yeah. Red Johnny and the Round Guy.
Those guys, yeah. No one knows them now, but they would kill harder than anybody.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
It's amazing.
Yeah, see if there's anything good there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what you talking about the...
Oh, yeah. So, because I was curious about this because I was watching a couple of things from it. And you're a golf guy. Did you watch the U.S. Open?
Yeah.
Or you don't care about golf on TV?
No, I watched as much as I could.
Yeah. Did you see what Phil Mickelson did?
Yeah. They got so frustrated. He got so frustrated.
Hit the ball that was moving. What?
It's not. That's.
Hey, Wendy, I'm going to play golf.
It's not that close. Oh. You're thinking of Jack Nicholson.
Oh.
I said Phil Mickelson.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, isn't there a golfer named Jack Nicklaus? Yeah. Like, that would have been a lot closer.
How would you not know that? Of course you know there was Jack Nicklaus.
I've never seen Jack Nicklaus. I don't know if I've ever watched golf on television.
It's terrible.
Why, does it come on the same time as wrestling?
Oh, man, I've watched a lot of wrestling.
It's terrible.
You watch on television, sit there watching on
wrestling?
Television. Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, every single night. Sunday pay-per-view? Yeah,
Hey, Wendy, where's my golf club?
Get it? You do good impression.
Oh, cut it out, Rich. What do I know?
You mean like Jack Nicholson?
Yep.
But Phil Mickelson.
Yep.
Because he's a golf guy.
Yep.
He's looking for his golf clubs.
Sure he is.
When you're on stage doing impressions, you turn around and fix your
Always.
hair.
I go, wouldn't it be funny if... But I didn't know back then... By the way, you know who I saw, just to digress for a second? I did Vinny's Club in Connecticut. I saw Johnny Rizzo, who I really like, and Phil Selman, who I really like, and they came to the show, and Phil was just in the back just trashing people. He's a funny dude, man. Phil Selman is still...
I know.
It was good to see Johnny, too.
He was never in the business, Phil, but he was in the business.
He's funny, man. He wants to come on the radio.
He was just the most miserable...
I would like to have him on.
Huh?
I would like to have Phil on.
He booked everybody. He booked Roseanne, everybody. I mean, big acts back then.
Yeah, I just forgot that I saw Phil. He's a guy we all know. He's a comedian. He was always kind of toxic, and and he would admit that.
Yeah.
But he was just extremely
And he would do anybody's
mean.
act. If a bit came to him and it wasn't his, he didn't care.
Yeah.
He just stole people's material constantly.
He didn't care. He didn't had no morals or scruples.
That's not true. Why would you say that, boss?
So
the crazy delivery.
If you called him out on it, he would be like, "Go fuck yourself."
He used to throw his own birthday parties.
That's
too.
right, yeah.
He
We
had
roasted
big
him one
parties.
year.
Did we?
Yeah, years ago. Probably 1996.
Well, I don't know if the guy who just threw himself a roast can say that it's
That is a good
lame
point.
thing to throw yourself a
Yeah, I
birthday
didn't
party.
throw myself a roast. Bonnie did.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
totally
did.
different.
Bonnie
Hey,
did.
Bonnie, where's my golf clubs?
Is that Phil Mickelson? Yeah, it sounds
Well,
like him.
We did Florentine's roast, and the comedy club owner went up. Uncle Vinny, remember? Dina, when he went up at Florentine's roast
No.
at Comics?
No, I remember the
wasn't
roast.
pretty.
No, is it bad?
It wasn't pretty.
No.
Love that.
So, go ahead. So about Mickelson.
Yeah, I was watching this thing, and it was just so funny to hear, like, because Travis was going, "Oh my God, he lost his mind," and the golf commentators are like, "This is the craziest thing we've ever seen," and I'm going like, "What's going on? A big deal! He just hit the ball twice." Watch this, Jim. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Watch this.
I'm going to go at 13.
So he hits the ball. It misses the hole.
Look how fast the greens are.
His speed has been
I don't know what that means.
It's gonna
He
run up.
runs to the ball. It's still moving. He hits it again.
Whoa.
And he missed.
And listen, though. You hear, whoa.
Wow. That's stunning.
Flabbergasted.
Here in the booth, we just saw Phil Mickelson. This is a live look at him walking and, I guess, leaving the golf course.
They can't believe what they've seen. They're like, I mean, it's live TV, folks. I have never in
That
the
ball
game of
was
golf.
still moving.
Yeah, okay. But they're going, it's as if like a nude man has just run across the. Wow,
Yeah.
that is stunning.
Excitement is relative.
Well,
And as a novice, I'm watching, going like, I wouldn't have ever been able to pull that clip out of 1,000 clips.
Well, golf is a gentleman's game, and there's a lot of etiquette in it. Now, when you have one of the best golfers in history, and probably the top, you know,
he's a good golfer.
he's in the
Who, Phil
top.
Mickelson?
Yeah, he's probably in the
How do you
top.
know he's a good golfer?
He plays golf well. He just does. Hey, give me my clubs, Wendy.
Is Wendy his caddy? See,
Look him up. He's probably in the top 15 golfers of all time.
I believe. I'll take your word for it.
Top 15 golfers of all time? I don't know about that.
Yeah. You don't think so? Look it up. Top golfers of all time.
Okay, but Travis, you're saying that was an exciting thing when that happened.
I wouldn't classify it as exciting, but I would classify it as like, yeah, that's pretty shocking.
Something happened.
How come?
He lost his because
you're not supposed to hit a ball that's still moving.
It's literally like the ref carrying the ball in football to place it, like you know, where the fucking where the play ended, and the guy just coming and kicking the ball out of the ref's hand.
it's like during a boxing match after the bell, the guy sneaks into his corner and hits him. You know what I mean?
It's that egregious.
Well, yeah, and especially coming from, like Rich just said, one of the greatest golfers ever. Like, you wouldn't...
He's a gentleman.
Well, the thing is, the course was set up so hard, and they were so frustrated, golfer. Brooks Koepka, who won, shot one over par. Nobody shot under
one
par.
cares.
Well, no, yeah,
I care, Rich. You can talk to me.
He brought it up.
You
the
care?
course was...
Yeah, I love watching golf.
Jack Nicklaus is the best golf guy of all time.
As of now,
He
because
says
he's
number
won the
one.
most majors.
Tiger Woods is number 2. Arnie Palmy's number 3.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, good old Ben Hogan.
Bobby Jones is number 5. Sam Snead, Gary I've never heard of any of these people.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil Mickelson is number 10.
Yep. Tom Watson.
Oh, I just narrowed out Tom Watson.
Tom Watson's great.
Lee Trevino, I love his video games, but I just don't know him, how he is on the golf course.
No one ever heard of Nick Faldo.
Yes, they do.
Shut up, they didn't.
Lee Trevino is like the Tony Hawk of golf in the sense that a whole secondary career started when those golf games came out.
Power drive.
That's right. So,
How about good old Harry Vardon? I remember him.
Harry Vardon,
Yep, I used to watch him play.
Okay.
One win.
he stopped playing in
He's number
1937.
16 on the list.
No.
He died in 1937.
U.S. Open 1 win, but the British Open 6 wins.
in
on
the
British Open.
1800s.
and he's wearing a suit jacket.
Did you ever
Asshole
watch?
in a hat and a suit jacket. Fuck him.
Did you ever
Well,
watch?
that's how they dress then with ties. That's how
I
I
know.
dress. That's how I dress when I play golf.
Did you ever watch
I put on a tie.
Billy Casper?
They call me Bagger Vance. No, they don't.
They call you what?
Bagger.
There's something
They
that
say-
sounds like that. They call you.
Oh, you said a line last time I was in. I couldn't stop laughing driving home when I said I went somewhere to do something. And you go, and a gay guy. It was me. Whatever the fuck.
So did you say the gay guy in the room? Yeah, somehow you being here. Yeah.
So fucking funny. What he did, it's just.
You have another ring on, Rich. You have 4 rings.
Oh my God!
I always had 4.
No, you didn't. You had 3.
No, I had 4.
No, did he?
Yeah.
And the watch.
Yeah,
That's what you want to do with a horrible body part highlighted. That's like me wearing a bejeweled. Stop.
Almost there, man. There's so many to choose from.
Nope. Let's get it out.
So you.
I don't know if that. I don't know if you skid it out because you went. That's like me wearing a bejeweled.
I stopped. Yeah.
But the bop makes it like
All right.
Or a necklace.
I'll take it.
A necklace to attract attention to your face.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but it wasn't good enough.
It was good enough.
No.
Oh.
Those are nice rings, though.
I was going to get one today to put here, but that might be too many.
No, I don't think so.
You think you should get one there?
Yeah, definitely. Because people need to know that you're doing well.
Yes.
Right? And there's no way of knowing that unless there's some kind of physical representation of it.
My wife trashed me so bad last week on the podcast. She said, people that see you know how empty you are. They know how.
I don't think that's true.
They say, you have fucking dumb sneakers.
You got the coolest sneakers. You got the nicest jewelry. You got the coolest hats.
Yeah,
you're doing very, very well.
I reinvented myself.
You got Richard Pryor on your T-shirt.
What?
Yuck.
I like that T-shirt. Yeah,
you like
doing great.
This is how fucking empty I am.
Right.
I bought it, but it didn't fit right. I had a T-shirt hemmed. You ever do that?
Oh, no one's ever done that.
You had a T-shirt hemmed?
No,
to
I
make
haven't.
To make it fit.
We know why you hem something. How did you have it hemmed?
How did I have it hemmed? I took it. Took it to the bakery, you fucking idiot. Taylor said I won't do it.
No, when you had it, meaning it was just too big for you?
It was too boxy.
Yeah, a little too black. What size is
that? Medium, I think.
Okay.
But he got it down to a Voss size.
Oh, no, it was large, and I got it down to... Medium's too small, large is too big.
So you got to get it hemmed. You got to get your T-shirts
like
custom made.
How much did it cost?
Like a cock.
What?
You sat on your T-shirt?
No.
Oh, you wanted it black?
So I could just rub on my face.
So you went in there, you say to him, you hemmed did he think it was like a hidden camera show?
I'd like to hem this T-shirt.
Yeah.
I did. You don't. No. I think that was
stunk.
It was okay.
Stunk.
It was okay.
Yeah. Well, when Alan Funt walked in,
that was worse.
Yep.
You don't know who he is.
He's the host of Candid Camera.
You're fucking so amazing with all the knowledge. You have so much knowledge.
Thank you.
That's why you're in that seat now.
That's right. That's right. This is the knowledge chair.
It just flows through you.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, funny mofo you are.
So you got... So did you get worried about Phil Mickelson when he did that because you're like, is he losing his mind? He said it was a strategic decision.
Oh, he said the truth is he fucking couldn't. He was so pissed at the green. She said, fuck it. He knew he wasn't winning.
Mm-hmm.
He just fucking,
Right.
It's like he did what Lisa did on stage a couple of weeks ago.
Had a meltdown?
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, yeah. That happens once in a while.
That's a golfer's meltdown right there.
But that's somebody photoshopped an asshole in front of Rich Voss's face. But that's amazing.
Oh, that's...
Because you would think when he's, one of the top 15 golfers of all time.
Top 10.
Top 10, he would not, he would have a little bit of cool about him. And it's not like he started yelling or cursing or being like Happy Gilmore. He just kind of walked off.
He had a cool about him for 3 days before that.
Uh-huh.
Then he broke.
That was the breaking.
Yeah. The course was set up too fucking tough.
It's just, there's no action in this golf sport.
I know. They're too tough. Fuck them. Hit the ball in the hole, you fucking
nothing
douche.
Going on. Troy, do you look at that like, holy shit, I got to start watching this golf. This is the stuff that happens?
Exciting stuff.
No. And then they call it a meltdown, and I'm like waiting to see the guy freak
right, exactly.
out. And I'm like, okay, walks off, big deal.
Conor McGregor throwing cans at Nate Diaz. That's a meltdown.
Well, that's his meltdown. He hit the ball in extra time, and then he goes, win some, lose some, and walks off.
A year or two ago, I don't know what it was, Rory McIlroy threw his fucking club in the water.
Okay, so
that's funny to see.
Every 5 years, somebody puts their club in the water. You never know what's going to happen.
No, here's why you like it. Because the average golfer gets so frustrated, loses their fucking mind, right? Like, I get mad, I bite myself. So, you know, I had or something like that.
Do you still do it?
Once in a blue
I do it in
moon.
traffic once in a while. I try not to, though.
Like,
Because I realize how I realize how mentally ill I am when
did
I'm
it
biting
first?
myself.
Because that's a Colin Quinn thing.
No, it's not. It's a self-hatred thing.
is.
Colin's doing it as a comedic thing.
Yeah.
When you're in traffic and you're biting yourself, you know, that's just because, no, I'm so angry. And if I had a gun, I would truly turn it on somebody.
Yes.
Right.
I would kill
see.
somebody.
I didn't know
see.
you did that too. There's times I fucking just...
You know how many times I've fucking sunk my teeth into myself? Not just for that, for many things. Just,
Yeah.
loser.
I get it.
So, like, the average golfer gets so mad and breaks up and this. So when you see a professional,
You do it.
get his
Yeah, it's fun to
frustrated,
watch, yeah.
You're going, holy fuck! I'm not the only. When you see a golfer, a professional get a 10 on the hole, you feel great.
Cadillac, let's see this. As we're just talking, I want to see this guy
This
throw
was
it.
from back in the day. This is Rory.
Cadillac.
I played this course so many times. It's beautiful.
It's nice, right?
This is
it's
Rory
amazing.
McIlroy. And this is him. I guess he gets upset and throws his golf club in the water.
Would you do a round of
We've
golf with
got
him,
him at
Rich?
222.
Go ahead.
I hate the sound of the
Troy,
ducks.
Oh,
Sure, he's gonna
Oh, you
try
gotta hit it
for
over the
some
water?
kind of high
Fuck
cut,
that.
And this is pulled.
and
Water.
it's in the water.
What a dope. Why'd he do that?
Yeah, you got to hit
Way
it.
off the mark.
Yeah,
Way
suck.
off the mark, I should say, with the whole location all the way over on the right.
Why did he do that on purpose?
Pull back
No.
to get a look. Just
That
how
was a
far
double
away.
cross, Jimmy.
That was not good.
Back to Rory's second shot.
Big
the
deal.
ball wasn't the only thing that went in the water. Check this out.
Wow.
The club as well.
These guys got to get a handle on
That's halfway
themselves.
across the lake.
You know what? That's probably a new club. Someone's like, no, I'm telling you.
Someone went in to get that club.
You think so?
Oh, to get a club from Rory. That was
That's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Well, just to have it.
The lake
one
club?
he threw in the lake.
Yeah.
I play that course so many times. It's amazing.
I know you already said that.
Where
man.
is it?
But Trump,
You are reiterating.
Trump owns it now. That's Trump's Doral.
Where is it?
It's in Miami. It's in Miami.
Okay.
You think he's going to try to put a golf course in North Korea?
Do you play golf everywhere you go?
Why wouldn't you?
Yes.
You think that's a stupid question?
What do you
Why
have
is that a
this
stupid
all-
question?
Because he
What do
wouldn't
you
do
have-
that. He's a money guy. But
Yeah. What do you
he
have?
would never do something that tacky.
Yeah. What's he
Oh,
gonna
I
do?
see. I see. You're
He's
right.
gonna do have all caddies.
I guess
Hey,
you're
you
right.
know what's good about this show? You
Well,
know,
I'll tell you what isn't.
sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have to be funny. You can just talk like three guys hanging out.
Really?
That is true. What's the audio with the golfer talking about sex?
Yeah, the standout from the U.S. Open to me
I didn't hear this.
was leaving the mics on. I guess they as they were doing it, they left the mics on these guys who were talking about. One of the guys was talking about how hard he fucked his ex-wife or something like that, and it just played live, and it stayed on for a while. Like I don't know how. What's that? What are they talking about? Especially because in golf, there's no other audio.
No.
The commentators are all whispering.
There's no sounds in the back.
Nothing.
The
And-
whoosh of a ball.
golfers,
and there's no action to be distracted by.
Nothing.
It's a boring game.
awful.
Well, no, I was at the first U.S. Open at Bethpage, which is a brutal hard course.
Is that Long Island?
Yeah, it's brutally fucking a nightmare. So I'm sitting on the 18th watching it, and golfer Paul Azinger's walking off, and you hear him going, fuck this course, fuck this place. He was so mad. But the mics aren't on it. They get so frustrated. These guys are fucking cursing and...
But these guys
just-
aren't frustrated. They're just talking about fucking their ex-wife.
Yeah, no, but you're saying you don't hear... They can't have the mics on because
true.
people are fucking cursing all day long. They don't have the mics on in a football game.
Yeah, but the football game, there's actually action happening, and there's
Men hitting each other and giving each other CTE.
and the commentators are shouting about how exciting all this stuff that's going
Yeah,
on.
this guy, we actually went back 8 years to get a guy throwing a club in a lake. Crazy moment.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Okay.
different.
Let me hear the, can I hear the,
Yeah, this is
Can I
great.
hear the,
This happened at the U.S. Open over the weekend. Who was it that was talking about it, Travis?
Jerry
It was
Shepherdini?
Yeah, Jerry Shepherdini was out there.
It's only 8:37.
He was waiting, and Jerry decided to comment on his ex-wife.
It was just two fans in the crowd.
Oh, and it just picked up on him?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's great.
the audio suddenly switched from Joe Buck and whoever the other announcer was
to crowd mic.
Why is Joe Buck fucking a golf commentator?
Fox loves him.
I mean, I heard him on Stern. He was a great guest.
Okay, well, he did our show too. You could have listened to that. That would have been. I know. Which would have been nice if you listened to our interview with him, but that's fine.
What channel are you guys on?
The same one you used to be on. Yeah.
Oh.
Should still be in your presets.
Okay.
All right.
I can't believe Bonnie and I quit when we had such a good thing going.
I know. Can you believe that? I don't know why you guys.
Why did we walk out?
Why'd you quit? Sirius was so pissed too. They quit on us.
I can't believe we did that. We had so much going on here, and we just said, "Hey, let's walk."
Enough is enough.
Yeah. We ran our time. We had a couple of years. We said, you know what? It's time to move on.
Right. Move on to other things. Yeah. I get that.
Onward and upward.
You guys are referred to as the Seinfeld of Sirius XM.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
In the sense that you just left right at your peak, and people are going like, just a little more, and you nope,
yes.
we're done.
That's true. We were hoping you'd be the Freddie Prinze, but
not Junior, the senior, right?
Oh, of course.
Yes. And it's not Prince.
It's Prince.
I said Prince.
That's what I said.
No, you corrected him and said it's Prince.
But I know
and you were incorrect.
Fucking tape recorder head. What the fuck?
Oh, easy with the harsh insults.
So you corrected Jim by saying Freddie Prince, and then you called me a tape recorder head.
Jesus Christ. A real comedy museum. Freddie Prince. Tape recorder head.
Jim.
Terrible insult.
Hey, everybody. Jim and tape recorder head are here.
Let's
Just
go.
Second grade.
It really is terrible.
What are you, a stapler head?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, paint arms. Play.
Yeah, I would. I know you're living a good cause, but yeah, she's hot. 287. That's when we were fucking so hard, and I headshot her in the head. Sure. And then I 4444 smacked that bitch around. Yeah, what happened? No, straight up, like we went and kind of gave him the lovers position. I was laying down.
You see them trying to fade it out with it.
The chirping.
Yeah,
I couldn't really hear it. What did you
I thought it was a gentleman's game. He said,
he's talking about fucking his girlfriend.
Fucking his ex.
Hit her in the head.
Hit her in the head as he was fucking her. He's like, I bet. And he called her a bitch at one point too. Is that right?
Yeah, he said I smacked that bitch.
That's what I smacked that bitch.
And headbutted her in the head.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wow. The winner, Brooks Koepka, who won, he was at the stand one night when we were working and we're hanging out. He gave me his fucking number. I said, call, we'll go out and play golf one day. And I would never do that. I wouldn't embarrass myself. But I have the number of the fucking U.S. Open winner 2 years ago.
If that's the whole story,
I'm
going to throw my iced coffee on you.
Just the most narcissistic comment I've ever heard of my life.
No,
I have the number of the guy who won the Masters.
No,
we just heard two guys talking about fucking on the U.S. Open, and you're like, oh, I have that person's phone number. I've never called him.
He's on the fucking on the screen, so I'm looking at him right now. I'm just saying that's how low my self-esteem is. That I wouldn't call him. You know what I mean?
Oh, Rich.
It's not interesting.
Don't interrupt me, cunt!
You know, I'm not going to lie. I like between 9 and 10 hour here.
That's more
my
your
favorite hour.
This is the warm-up time.
I wish you preferred the between 11 and 12. We're not here. No, that was a pretty cool story. Honestly, that wasn't that bad.
Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot?
Go on now, get down there and lick my asshole. My favorite.
That's right. Yeah, it wasn't a good story, Rich, but that was a funny clip. You didn't think so?
I didn't hear it. I couldn't hear it.
It was just two guys. The mic, for some reason, went to these people in the crowd.
I understand what happened, you fucking idiot. I just didn't hear it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, Jimmy on TV. Oh, wait. Oh. Sorry.
Can we hear the Corey Lewandowski audio?
Oh, my God. Well, so we're back to, of course, even
Travis
more...
enjoyed that?
No, I enjoy what's coming up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, you enjoyed the audio of the Corey Lewandowski.
Oh, my God.
There's
so much to enjoy.
Even more than yesterday, this story about the children of immigrants being locked into cages was everywhere. Like, even more than yesterday morning, after we got off the air, it just still continue to go.
I didn't follow it. Is that true? Is that really happening?
Yeah.
I haven't followed it at all.
Yeah, both sides have their reasons.
They've
This is
adopted
why it's happening.
a zero tolerance is what's happened. The
Why
Trump
they-
administration.
How big are the cages?
They're pretty big cages.
They're like little chicken cages.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a crate that you put a dog in. And they put like
No.
3 immigrant kids in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they got here.
I guess that's a good point too.
No, they're like it's like a fenced-in area. It's it's weird.
Fucking gross.
Right.
Yeah.
What they're doing. To me, it's fucking gross. And I put on Twitter, when the first father was taken away from his kids, it's fucking
Wait,
gross.
what did you say?
Whatever I say to him, but people are arguing with me going, oh, well, it's his fault, take the right procedure. If you're...
Well, there is a point, though, to be made, too, where if you commit a crime, if you rob a gas station or whatever you do, even if it's a misdemeanor and they arrest you, your kids don't get to sit in the jail cell with you. They would separate you from your kid because you've done something fucking illegal.
Look, the fact that they have not done this before now, and it hasn't been an issue, like nobody's called for this in the past. You could just kick them out of the country. They're not robbing stores. They're not. We're not talking about the criminals. We're not talking about the drug users. I mean, the drug dealers or the drug users.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're talking about people who are just here illegally. So it's like now, all right, you're not supposed to be here. Get the fuck out and take your family.
But if you're here and you have a house, a family, obviously you're a productive fucking human being.
Well, it's people that have not legally gotten asylum. Now there are all these.
Do you know how hard it is to become a citizen?
It's not just citizen. It's just getting asylum, and there are which is easier. It's not the easiest thing in the world for sure, but it's easier than getting citizenship.
That's a nightmare.
But there are all these stories about people, crossing the border and on their way to get asylum, getting pinched by ICE or whatever.
Yeah,
and now they and the kids go this way and the adults go that way. And actually, before we do this, we should play Rachel Maddow talking about it last night. Have you seen that clip yet, Tim?
I have not. What did he say?
Rachel Maddow, as she was doing her show, she
handled it well.
She's good.
As she was doing her show, she got a memo or a news report that there had been tender camps. Is that what they're called? Tender camps?
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Talk about it.
Tender age shelters.
Tender age shelters.
Sure, are you allowed to have your house declared one? Tender age shelter. Everybody plays ball.
Why don't you
the ball?
Why don't you play the video, Troy? Because the
video's good.
Yeah, the video's good.
Shit dip.
So she got the memo that there were tender age shelters, which is, I think, what is it, like a year and below?
It's babies and toddlers.
Right, babies and toddlers, 10 months old, people like that. People of a tender age are being separated and put into these camps. Travis sent the email this morning.
Jesus Christ, could your setups be any longer?
Well, I'm waiting for Troy to get the link.
Oh, okay. Holy fuck.
I didn't send
you
it.
lost me.
I don't have it.
You lost me at Rachel Maddow.
Go to Daily Mail.
Well, Rich, it's not the easiest thing to keep you on board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get back to
Don't
golfers.
bring it back to me.
Let's get back to golfers' phone numbers that we have.
You brought this up, this golfer thing. I didn't even think it was a story. But I know you got to fill 4 hours. I get
3.
it.
It's only 3.
It feels like 4.
That's because of our guest.
Okay, this is going to go back and forth. What I'm saying is,
Sometimes the
let's move
Daily
along.
Mail's links are not, the video links are not as...
Well, you just go to the front page of the Daily Mail. There you go. That should be it.
How is that a story that she can't handle reading the news?
What, that she's crying on the air?
Yes.
I mean, whenever
Do your
anybody...
job.
Oh, I didn't.
That's why it's a story. Yeah.
I don't believe it's real.
The crying? Crocodile tears?
Yep.
Yeah.
You think it's bullshit?
Yep.
Do you think it's her trying to make a moment?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Well, I don't know. Travis is very insensitive. He's a bit of a monster.
That's true. I am all in support of these tender age shelters.
Travis is pro babies in cages.
Yep. That's where I put mine.
Right. So this is how Rachel Maddow ended her show yesterday.
New news. This has just come out from the Associated Press. This is incredible. Trump administration officials have been sending babies and other young children. Oh, hold on. To at least 3. Can we put up the graphic of this? Thank you. Do we have it? No. 3 tender age shelters in South Texas. Lawyers and medical providers just... I think I'm going to have to hand this off. Yeah.
I don't know if that's, you know what? Because she looks very bad doing it, and it looks sloppy. It looks like the way, I'm not a big fan of hers, but that looks the way like those dumb faces when you're really trying not to cry.
I felt like she went from really upset to able to speak clearly pretty fast.
Well, let's keep it going.
Maybe.
But that, I mean, I could be totally wrong.
Let's keep it moving.
That does it for us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow. Now it is time for The Last Word with Lawrence O'Donnell, where he is live in Brownsville, Texas.
Back to Jim and Sam.
Thank you very much, Rachel. We just got word of that.
I could, you know, I think it's one of those things where she felt a little bit of emotion coming on, and then she kind of allowed it to overtake her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I don't think, that, by the way, that's newsworthy, that she gets a little choked up. I don't care.
No, but in 2018, it's...
I know. She breaks down.
Yeah.
Shut up. Who cares?
Well, it's interesting to, I mean, anytime anybody breaks down, we just watched Phil Mickelson,
No,
you know, hit
what
a
I mean
ball.
is-
Like, if somebody cries on the news, it's interesting.
I understand why we talk about it or why people are watching it, but I'm like, I don't care enough about her. Like,
She's one of the biggest people on the news.
Doesn't matter. Kimmel, same thing. I don't care about when any of them cry.
Yeah.
Like, they're all doing it now. It seems like everyone on TV is having
And
their moments.
They're all stealing from Dice.
That's true. Dice started it. But you know what I mean? They're all like having their tender moments now, these people. It's like, oh, stop
But
it.
her crying
up.
like that.
Cry alone.
And by the way, she apologized this morning for being unprofessional.
But her crying like that also, too, brings subconsciously the hatred towards the Trump administration even more. You know what I mean? Because that's who she's going after.
I mean, she's talking about babies getting locked up in cages.
Well,
She doesn't need to cry to get the people
No,
riled
exactly.
up.
How do you not laugh through that story, huh?
Yeah, she said, ugh, I'm sorry. If nothing else, it is my job to actually be able to speak while I'm on TV. What I was trying to do when I suddenly couldn't say or do anything was read this lead. And then she quotes it and stuff, but she apologized. I mean, I think her apologizing for it is trying to add to the story of
I
like,
think
oh,
you're right.
look at this moment
I
that
just want people to
happened.
go, hey, don't be sorry, you're a person.
Exactly. And that's what people are doing.
Should be sorry.
Yeah. You're not a person. You're a goddamn newsreader. If I read the goddamn news.
If I break down and cry in the middle of my stand-up set, no one gives a fuck why. They'll like just
You
tell
just
you.
join the audience. Why don't? Can you put on a picture of the these cages? I haven't seen them.
Well, they were right behind you, but you're looking the wrong way.
Fool. Can you just put a picture in front of my eyes?
Yeah, put pictures of cages.
Yeah, see, that's what they look like. They're basically like warehouses and Walmarts and stuff like that, and they're all fenced off. It kind of looks like a...
It's a fucking internment camp.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad.
Look at that right there. Oh, that's not it.
It's fuck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, tinfoil. Get your tinfoil
What the
cleaned.
fuck are they doing?
Everyone's got tinfoil.
And like separating like babies and stuff. It's insane.
It is, it is kind of sickening.
Yeah,
It is even if they are breaking the law.
It's fucking
still
gross.
it is if you don't need to do it. It's still kind of
You
a
don't need to
sickening
do it.
thing to do.
You don't
It's
need
just
to do it.
fucking ridiculous.
Now, what I love though about the coverage is like I think anybody can sit there and be like, we really shouldn't be doing this. Like even Republicans are saying that. But I was saying yesterday that I was loving watching the people, because all the news shows, you got to find somebody that's in support of it, right? So you can have the argument back and forth. And like I was watching them like on Monday, and they were going like, what do we want, open borders? And everybody's going, no, we're not even talking about that. We just don't want to, you know, have kids over here in internment camps, blah, blah, blah. The best one ever happened on Fox yesterday with Corey Lewandowski. Corey Lewandowski is on Fox.
Thought he did a really bang-up job.
And he's talking about it. And Corey Lewandowski is, of course, he used to...
Campaign manager.
Yeah, run Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
And
He's the one that shoved that female reporter
That's
allegedly
right.
and didn't. He's kind of an aggressive dick.
He got fired after that, or quit, or whatever it was. But he's one of the... There's like a handful of people that left working for Trump, but have still just been ardently supporting him the whole time. So that's Corey Lewandowski.
Because he probably sees a future in the administration
I think
for him
so.
somewhere.
I think so. Or even if Trump gets out of office and he continues on with his business, I think Lewandowski just sees a future with the
So
guy.
they're just debating this, and Lewandowski, I thought, made a good point.
He takes the counter.
A girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about a did you say want?
So he's saying there was a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome that was taken from her parent and put in a cage. And Corey Lewandowski's response was, wah, wah.
Yeah, so play that again.
a girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome
what
being
I
taken
said
from
is
her
you can
mother?
pick anything you want out, but the bottom line is very clear.
How dare you?
When you cross
absolutely
the border,
dare you?
I love this guy too. I love the other guy. How absolutely dare you?
He makes the clip.
He's the greatest.
Yeah.
He's got like the most
His
perfectly...
eyes are too big for his head.
Yep, the most...
They really do take up like 75%
Oh my
of his
fucking
face.
God, he should be getting up. He should be taking Dreyfus onto a ship.
That's you cleaned up. Shut the fuck. Okay, let's move on.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Everybody's
I don't know.
having laughs.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I had a good one
I'm sitting next to a
before.
61-year-old with Down syndrome.
But look at him with his perfectly trimmed stubble.
He's the
You know
best.
what I mean? His artistically placed stubble. How dare you?
It was a cunty thing to say, but
It's the terrible thing to say, but I just
Moving his
love...
arm around all harumph-like.
Yeah, and I love that this anchor, too, goes like, "Oop, I'm going to step out for a moment.
yeah, that was smart. And the camera people are like, let him fight.
Yeah, let him go. Because what's the anchor going to say?
You just let him play through. Start it over and let him play through. It's kind of
You think
entertaining.
you think the producer in the booth is just like, yes.
Yeah, and the host
Oh,
was
yeah.
smart to shut the fuck
yeah.
up.
Yeah, just looking at the shot of the host going, goodbye!
Yeah, we don't need the host.
Yeah.
I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome
What
being
I
taken
said
from
is
her
you can
mother?
pick anything
How
you
dare
want
you?
out, but the bottom line
How
is very
dare
clear.
you?
When you
How
cross
absolutely
the border
dare you,
illegally,
sir?
you
How
have
dare
given
you?
up the
We have
rights of
infants
this
that are being
country.
taken from
Look,
their
we
mothers.
are a country with
We have
borders. We are a
infants that are
country
being
of laws.
stolen from their
And when
mothers
you
and put into
choose to
cages.
cross this country
And you
illegally,
go, want,
your
want.
parents
So,
understand
no,
this.
just
They understand something
Nobody can
very
hear when you
clearly.
both talk. So
when you cross the border
How dare
illegally,
you, sir?
when
How
you commit
dare
a
you?
crime, you are taken away from
She
your
has
family.
Down
because that's
syndrome
how
and she
this
was
country
taken from her
works.
mother.
All right, Zach,
You go to
hold
any
on, Corey.
country in the
Let's
world.
get Zach to
and when
finish
you
his
commit a
point.
crime,
Corey
you are taken
Lewandowski
from-
is kind of coming off like a scumbag.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, how dare he?
Dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you,
How
sir?
absolutely dare you? Oh, I wish we had it clean.
He
I would
doesn't
just
sound
play
like
it.
he would be
I know.
intimidating in a fight.
Oh no.
Why?
Dare you?
He would absolutely try to logic his way.
No, he's
out
the
of a
one. No,
fight.
he's the one that makes it when you're trying to have a quiet thing. Like he's the one that the guy in the how dare you guys, the guy who makes it loud and draws attention. And you're like, oh, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? You make an off-color joke at work. How dare you? He's like, come on, the fucking supervisor. How dare you say that?
What did you just say?
What do you mean? Why would you say that? How dare you?
The ramifications of what just came out of your mouth.
And then people come around. What's the matter? Ask him. Oh no, I don't want to say it.
Now I have to repeat it.
Do you wish we had it clean?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we both have that other thing. How dare you?
How absolutely dare you?
from your parents
There
in
is a
any country
reason.
in the world.
There is a reason why
Zach in.
faith groups. There is a reason why 12 Republican senators sent a letter begging this administration to reverse this policy. There is a reason why the governor of New York is suing this administration to stop this policy. This policy is abhorrent. It is offensive to all.
Where were you during the
moral
Obama
people.
administration when this policy was in place?
This administration policy was not done during the administration. You are now lying about this policy
This is
in
the
addition
law
to
of the
saying
land, which is a law.
Oh, hit pause. You're 100% right, Jim. It was not in place. He is that loud guy who's just going to turn this into, oh my God,
But then he
this is
brings
becoming a
Wah-Wah
scene.
back. Then he goes, in addition to saying Wah-Wah.
You are a liar in addition to saying wah-wah.
This policy was in place.
This administration policy was not done during the administration. You are now lying about this policy
This is
in
the
addition
law
to
of
saying
the land, which is a
But to be
law of the land.
clear, Zach, children were detained at the border under the Obama administration.
when they were unaccompanied minors. The difference now is they are accompanied minors. The Trump administration is forcibly making them unaccompanied minors when they take them from their parents and put them in cages. And we have members of the Trump team who are going wah wah when you learn about the stories
crime in this
of
country,
horror
it's
that's going
very
on down at the
clear.
border.
Love that. And that's one of those things. When you go on to argue, you get all your shit together, you get all your facts right, you're like, I got to be prepared. I got Lewandowski and I'm on Fox. This may not go well for me. And then Lewandowski says wah wah, and you're like, fuck it, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to let's bring it back to wah wah for the rest of the segment.
It really is. The clip went all over, too.
And you say wah wah?
Yeah, that just doesn't look good.
No.
When you're him.
A member of the Trump team says wah wah.
Yeah.
Love it.
A lot of Trump's people say a lot of dumb shit. Like, it's like there's got like Giuliani has done it.
Yeah,
he's done. It's like you're bringing unnecessary heat onto his side of it. You don't need to do that.
This one's a tough one. Huckabee Sanders is usually pretty good at handling shit in that press room. Yeah. She can't even handle this one.
What? Because it's a retarded girl. Like what it is. We're a country of laws. You just sound like you lack all humanity.
That's right.
Like, you don't sound like you're a tough lawman. You sound like you're a little cunt who lacks any humanity because you're saying it for real. Like, if he's being an obnoxious dick, but if you're like, hey, look, they shouldn't have brought her, that's a fair response. But when you go wah 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 wah, you just sound like a dick.
Right, like you're not a human being with emotions.
God knows I've made enough tasteless jokes, but
But you're also not in that position.
Trump team.
Yeah,
Trump lacks humanity.
The other, yeah, he does. He's CEO. The other, I think, I mean, I don't know if we've seen him ever display a ton of humanity.
Honestly, no.
Yeah. Which is good in some scenarios. You know what I mean? In terms of it's just business, but stuff like this, it's really, really bad. But yeah,
How does she handle in the press room?
She's been not taking questions and rolling over people and just trying to avoid the topic altogether at this point. Because I mean, what do you say? And it's really weird that people who are trying to support it or who are on the Trump team or whatever are still going for the, well, this was happening under Obama narrative. Because that works when the criticism was, oh, Donald Trump's trying to deport everybody. And it's like, well, to be fair, Obama deported more people than any other president ever did. So, and that's fair and that's true. But now everybody knows that this thing that's happening wasn't happening under Obama and wasn't happening under Bush. And this is a new thing that they're taking kids away. And so it's like, I don't understand that going back to the argument of like, this has been going on. No, it hasn't. You know? It's a weird thing. Let's go to...
She's in a tough spot here.
Sarah Sanders?
Oh, boy.
I think she's a bulldog in there, but there's something about Sarah Huckabee Sanders that I kind of like.
I don't dislike her. It's a fucking... an awful job.
Yeah.
That's a hard job, man.
And she's better than any other person that's done that for Trump. Mm-hmm. She's better than, what's that big guy's name that Melissa McCarthy used to play?
Sean Spicer?
She's way better than Sean Spicer was. And who's the guy that only lasted technically less than one day? Scaramucci.
Was he less than a day?
He
was less than a week.
Well, he didn't make his first day.
No.
He was hired, but he didn't actually start the job.
And didn't he, sell his shares of his company because of his conflict of interest?
He did. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did do that. He bowed out of his company and then got fired immediately.
But everyone is against Trump on this. Like, well, really, there's a few hardcore people sticking with him.
Yeah.
But most people are against him on this. This is just, it's not being handled well.
And what do you do? I mean, can you take it all back? You know what I mean?
You can stop doing it.
You should. But you made such a big deal out of it, and Jeff Sessions made a big deal out of it.
Jeff Sessions, I gotta be, he's such a fucking cunt, that guy.
You think so?
Jeff Sessions?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a guy I really, really disliked. Yeah.
He's the one who made the big announcement. He's the one who put forward this zero tolerance thing. You know, that was his big, all this started after Jeff Sessions' deal.
Yeah. And Trump hates him too.
Hates Jeff Sessions?
Yeah, I mean, he goes against him with marijuana. Like Trump says, we'll probably, looking to legalize marijuana. Jeff Sessions wants to lock everyone up who smokes.
Yeah, he's just the guy's a fucking jerk off.
Yeah,
he really is a jerk off, and Trump regrets appointing him.
Yeah, this happened last week. I want to say, last week when this started to go down, and one of the White House people had said that it was, if a person commits a crime, going back to Lewandowski wah-wah argument, if a person commits a crime, they have to pay for it or whatever. Sure. This is what happens. And they said that's biblical. It's in the Bible. And so people were like, are you saying it's biblical that these kids are being taken away? And it was brought up in the press room.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're a parent. Don't you have any empathy for what these people are going through? They have less than you do.
Guys,
Sarah, come on,
settle down.
Seriously.
I'm trying to be serious, but I'm not going to have you yell out of turn. Jill, please call.
It's a law, and these people have nothing.
Hey, Ryan, I know you want to get some more TV time, but that's not what this is about. I want to recognize you. Go ahead, Jill.
Honestly, answer the question. It's a serious question. These people have nothing. They come to the
Look at her mug. She's so unhappy.
Annoyed.
You're a parent. You're a parent of young children. Don't you have any empathy for what they go through?
Jill, go ahead.
See, he's wrong too, though. It's like you're supposed to just be asking questions, not trying to get an emotional Just ask her, you know.
You know what? Travis brought up my favorite point on this thing, which is...
I understand what that separation is like.
That's right. That's right.
How dare you?
How absolutely dare you?
She went along with a who? A wah-wah.
Travis brought up that the press is supposed to be this sort of, we're here together.
Getting the information.
To get the information. We're gonna, that's why the press corps exists. But when she moved on to the next person to ask the question, they just asked a fresh new question. They completely let her off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like she could easily, the next person could have said, well, let's go back to that dude's question. Why?
Sure, but they don't want to.
The press can complain all they want about how she's lying and Trump's lying. But like, if they really want to, like, you know, put their money where their mouth is to say, but you know, for lack of a better term, just stop and force her to either answer that question or leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let's go to Jeff in Houston. What's up, Jeff?
Mr. Sessions.
Hey, guys.
Is this Jeff Sessions?
No, not Jeff Sessions.
Oh, okay.
That guy's kind of...
Wait, what?
Okay.
Go on now.
Well, I wanted to point out, this has been going on under previous administrations. Obama's administration separated something like 90,000 kids from their parents. So the guys that are getting, or the families that are getting pinched, are the ones that are entering the country between the porous border, if you want to call it that. There are specific points of asylum where they can enter with their children and not be separated from their children.
Well, if they can't read the signs.
Well,
they're like, I don't speak English. I don't know where to enter this country. I'm just going to go in. Fuck it. Oh, shit. They took my kids.
Well, and I mean, you brought up a good point, Jim, when you said that, like, if my wife and I go and we have our kids in the car with us and we get busted here in Texas for smoking weed, they're going to take our kids away from us.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand that.
Is it sad?
It's just the idea. It's just the idea of the cages. It just looks bad, and
absolutely. The optics.
No one is comfortable with it.
Well, I don't understand, but if they arrest somebody, how do they know where they entered the country? You know, they're picking up people that have been here for like.
Well, they say you're not going. And look, immigration is a big problem too. People just running across the fucking border has got to stop. I mean, he's not wrong about that. Of course,
they're snatching up people that have been here for 5 or 6 or 7 years, right?
No, they haven't been conducting raids on like Santa Ana in California, where I'm.
This is
from.
What about
this is at the border?
Okay, what about the guy who had a family and they took him away from his kids and sent him back? You know, it was in the news maybe 2 months ago, whatever.
Yeah, actually, I saw that. Yeah, one of the kids got like fostered by two Americans somewhere. I didn't read enough about that one. I try not to comment on stuff that I don't actually read about. I try to be nonpartisan when it comes to this stuff, but I just want to point out it's not really fair that all of a sudden it's a huge deal when it's been going on for 10 years. You know, it's one of those, well, we have to make Trump look bad, or we have to make his administration look bad.
Well, no, I mean, what was going on before this, I think, was that criminals, beyond, like, if you came into this country illegally and then were committing a crime, those were the families that were separated.
Well, entering the country illegally is a crime.
Well, that's what's happened. That they've adopted a zero tolerance to that part of it. So now there's an entirely new wave of people who are getting separated just because they're entering the country illegally, which I think you would have to agree is not nearly the crime of anything else that we're talking about.
I do agree. And I'm of the opinion, and I think one of you guys said it, where if they come here illegally, they get pinched, just send them back. Like, why are we separating them? I'm completely in agreement with you on that.
All right, bud.
It doesn't make sense. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think the solution is. You just
send them back.
Just send them the fuck back and stop making a thing out of this.
Let's break. I want to eat, and Voss has already started. He's halfway through his dumb sandwich.
No, but I turned
up, Rich. No, now we're eating.
I turned so you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
Voss is promoting VossRoast.com.
Yes.
The great Rich Voss roast. Bonnie was great. I had a great set. Fucking Okerson. Fucking Joe. Luis Gomez. Fucking Florentine was amazing.
You want to go to break with another moment from the Voss roast?
I would love that, yes. And I have a couple of things coming up. Hilarities in Cleveland for the first time in August. Montreal, I'm hoping it's on my website, but go to Just for Laughs. I have 2 shows up there this year. The radio show is going up there this year. And the Chip Chipperson live podcast in Long Island and in Boston.
And wait, July 6th and 7th, I'll be at Gotham Comedy Club.
Okay.
All right.
July 6th and 7th.
Troy, why don't you hit me with the Colin Quinn clip, and when we get back, we have clips of Keith Robinson bombing.
Oh, good.
Yes. So would you like to listen to that?
Yep.
Okay, then we will. We'll be right back.
Oh,
my God. Your whole life is like a hip-hop soundtrack. 15 years ago, you were hanging out with Eminem, singing Real Slim Shady. Next thing you know, your wife is NWA, fuck the police, you know. It's not funny. I mean, I don't know how that relationship didn't work. She was 22. You were coming home. Honey, I interviewed the drummer from Quiet Riot today. We got Bobby Kelly, a.k.a. Chinese Clemenza.
I'm Irish. I'm Irish.
Bob looks like a statue in the garden of a Yakuza boss. Bob gets in a lot of conflicts with the comedians. I asked him, who's your worst enemy? He goes, Captain Ahab.
More Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Yeah, it's The Clash.
I fought the law.
Send me a copy of that statement. I'm dying to see that.
Really?
The staircase is so great.
Although the 3 episodes could have been done in one.
I didn't finish it yet.
It's okay.
But I will.
I didn't love that whole...
It's kind of like Making a Murder. Those last couple episodes.
Yeah, you're like, got it.
Yep. Okay.
I already know what's happening. Yeah, when it's like, when you get to episode 8 and you're like, he is guilty. You're
That's
like,
why I liked Evil Genius so much, because it's 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And you knock them out, and it's all good.
Even Rajneeshi.
Yeah.
By the way, I think maybe one person on Instagram figured out that the suit that I was wearing to NXT TakeOver Chicago on the WWE Network was a bit of a tip of the hat to the Rajneeshis.
I told you to put some orange in there.
I didn't have any orange.
Was it on purpose, or are you just a horrible wardrobe owner?
First of all, my suit looks fucking awesome. Look at this. The horrible wardrobe owner. I look great. Shirt looks great. Tie looks great.
Should have had some orange in there.
And I should have worn an orange, like a pocket square.
Yep.
Just as a little tip of the hat to the Rajneeshis.
Yeah, I like the tie.
Look at me. I look like $1 million bucks.
No, you really don't.
Yeah.
What?
No.
At least...
However much.
You look like less than $30.
No. I was going to go at least 600 thou.
What was your shoe choice with this outfit?
Yeah.
Just some black shoes. I don't wear sneakers and suits. I think it's tacky.
You're right, it is. It's 1980s comic on Evening at the Improv.
Yeah. No, I never wear sneakers and suits. I think it's, my sneakers do the talking in my normal outfits. But when I wear suits, I mean, look at that suit. You think you need to compliment it anymore? You know what I mean?
You come correct.
Thanks, bud.
How great, not how great. There's Scott Baio is not having assault charges filed by prosecutors. I'm guessing that's a timing issue too. It's
just
so long ago.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean he didn't do it.
That's just statute of limitations stuff.
But how great is it that Chris Hardwick's text messages, and again, now unless there's a proof that or something, information she has that we are not privy to, because again, we can only talk about what we have been told. Hardwick's text message, his response to her, he seems like a pretty reasonable motherfucker, way more than I've ever been when ending a relationship.
Well, he sends long-ass text messages.
He did, but it was pretty reasonable, and he, somebody's printed that out, hopefully a bigger font. It's a long one, but it looks like in his mind they had separated, and he felt she was cheating and still seeing this person, and so, he ended it pretty definitively.
And I think the bigger thing, though, more than the breakup text is clearly just the end of a relationship.
Yes. Oh, God.
The thing that's really damaging for her is that not only did she text him over and over and over and over again after he ended
7 months later.
But 7 months later, she sent another text.
Are we okay yet? Stop.
And it looks from the screen grabs like he sent this one breakup text, and that was it.
It looks like he just, which I admire because no matter how bad an ending for a relationship is, no matter how painful it is, no matter how devastating it is, I a lot of times find myself unable to separate from it.
Right. And, even if she was losing her mind a little bit, when he first sent her the text and just kept texting him, please, no, I'm like, okay, I can still believe in, I think Stockholm Syndrome is a thing. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
But I found it to be very damaging to her case that 7 months after the whole thing, she texted him again saying, can we please make this better? And it's like, If it was that abusive, it doesn't excuse the fact that he may have blackballed her.
Blackballing is fucked up, but here's the bottom line. Physically abusing somebody or beating somebody up. If you're dating a guy and you think the guy's just a dick, then fucking leave. If that's what this was.
What are you shouting for?
Because it annoys me. But wait, it annoys me that, again, if he was blacklisting her or he was truly abusing her, but if the guy, if you're dating someone who's just a dick, because what happens is people have shitty relationships with people who turn out to be assholes.
Correct.
And then that's getting lumped in with people who are rapists. Like, that's lumped into the same discussion.
It is.
As people who are fucking drugging women. As people who are holding a career over their head and going, fuck me or I'm going to ruin you.
Right.
Those are different things.
Definitely.
One is, hey, this is a guy who might be too dominating. But if you say, hey, I left my ex-girlfriend because she didn't fuck me enough. Okay, that's not the nicest thing to say to your girlfriend. And as a woman, if a guy says that to you, you should go, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. I'm taking off.
You should.
Yes,
Yes,
you know, but I've stayed when I shouldn't have stayed too. Why does this annoy me? Because I've stayed when I knew things were not the way I wanted them to be, and I'm a dumb motherfucker sometimes, and I put myself through a tremendous amount of pain,
but
which I didn't have to.
You know when you're blaming yourself, though. Like, you know when you should be blaming. Like, you know that it wasn't, in your scenario, somebody else doing that to you, that you should have been aware of that from the beginning.
I tell you, because I saw red flags at times in my life, and I look back and I'll see a red flag, and I can remember glossing over the red flag because I didn't want it to be that way. I wanted it to be a different way, and it just wasn't. And
but do you think that was the other person's fault?
No, I'm a fucking grown man, and I was older, but it didn't matter. I'm an adult person, and again, if you're in an abusive, horrible, physically abusive relationship.
Or emotionally abusive, that's a thing.
A truly yeah, I guess so. It can be a thing, sure. But you do have the freedom to walk away. Again, I'm not talking about the fear of somebody beating you up is a lot different than, hey, this guy is a guy who I like to be with, and he's an asshole, and I'm staying with him.
So I think
I hope Bonnie's not listening to this. Here's the thing, too.
I've stayed when I shouldn't have stayed many times.
I think he's in recovery, and that's where they've talked about it. Like, he's, it's known. And I've said this before, and and it's a cliche, but people with our background get comfortable in uncomfortable situations. That's what we're used to, chaos in our lives. So you get comfortable with it. So sometimes you're going, well, this is my norm. This uncomfortable. So why would I get out of it?
So I think that what I said yesterday was the fact that not the fact that if he blackballed her.
How do you blackball? I mean,
if you're Chris Hardwick, you call producers and you blackball people.
Yeah.
But if that's true, then I could definitely give credence to the argument that she was afraid and wanted to stay in the relationship. The problem is that if you're afraid somebody's going to ruin your career and you're out of the relationship, you probably don't text them again 7 months later and try to get back in.
Well, the thing is this, and what type of blacklisting was it? Like, if I was dating somebody, and that person cheated on me, and we were involved professionally, and then wanted to do something I was a part of, I would tell whoever I was working with, I'm not working with that person.
But would you say don't hire them for anything?
I don't know if that's what he said. I'm only telling you what I would do. Would I say that? No.
That's the difference between blackballing and not wanting to work with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with not wanting to work with an ex.
Work with somebody.
But if you're like, let's say you used to work, even if you're not even in a relationship, if you used to work with somebody and a company's like, yeah, I want to bring them on. I think if you go, I don't want to work with them, that's fine. But if you say, I don't want you hiring them for anything here, it's fucked up.
This was a pretty reasonable, sorry, Rich, this is the most reasonable breakup text I've ever seen.
That's the longest text.
It is a long one, but it's the most reasonable.
Probably should have been an email.
Breakup text I've ever seen.
How many times do you think he wrote and rewrote it? Imagine if his text app died.
Well, I'm going to guess.
Like, fuck.
I'm going to guess he's done what I've done, which was write it in a note app, whatever, and then you copy and paste it, and you reread it a few times. The last time I had one of these, I sent an email after I broke all contact. I sent an email, which wasn't horrible at all. It was
because I guess if you're texting and then you start going like, oh, that's stupid, and you're like, delete, send. Oh shit!
That's why
you don't want to do that.
Have you blocking people is hard. It's necessary
on your phone,
but it's hard.
I've never done it.
Yeah, I've done it.
What do you mean it's hard to do?
Mentally, it's hard. Mentally, it's hard.
Oh,
because that's really cutting out a person in your life that you know.
On Twitter, it's easy as fuck.
Well, that's easy.
It's different,
Yeah,
though.
that's
I
easy.
mean, like in a real relationship, it's like one of those things where you block somebody. It's like, oof, what if they're trying to, then you start, what if they're trying to, and you block them all
different.
ways. Yeah, they're not.
You block people on Twitter, Rich?
I probably, on the way to the bathroom, I blocked 5. But, like, I don't understand. And people... Look, there are so many creeps out here. I mean, I was a creepy person back in the day. I never did anything against anybody's will.
You were just a guy trying to get laid.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all.
You're still a creep, though.
Yeah, but how are people losing careers without? Isn't it innocent until proven guilty?
The problem is, like, AMC immediately yanked his show. And again, like I said,
upon review,
I have to say, I don't know. Somebody said that there's proof to what she says.
She said that there is.
And so one of her friends backed her up.
She said
on
there's
Twitter.
photo and video.
Well, of course, a friend's going to back you up.
I mean, he said he's seen it. But so we can only go by what they're telling us. But this breakup text is a fucking reasonable text. And I know that there's emotional abuse. I'm not saying there's not. But I'm saying is
7 months later,
as a grown man, I've stayed when I shouldn't have stayed. And I've stayed because I wanted things to be different and I wanted them to be better and I didn't want them to be what I knew what they were.
But that's not the person's fault. That's your fault.
That was my fault because I ignored the red flags and I saw them.
Yes.
And I can lie to myself and pretend I didn't see them. I saw them. And I knew they were there and I didn't want them to be there. I wanted this person to be different. Like, I've done that in my life.
Well, also, too, you think you can change a person. A lot of people think they can, which is a God complex because you can't fucking...
It's a God complex, but it's also just, hey, man, sometimes you just like somebody and you want things to be different and you want it to be better and you don't want it to be what it is, but it is that way.
You don't want to change them for them even necessarily. There's something, you like them, there's just this thing that is stopping things from working and you just want to change that so it works. Right? Yeah. But, I think the emotional abuse only really kicks in when something is being dangled above you and you feel powerless.
I can see Chris Hardwick, Hardwick losing, his career for not being funny, but for this...
Okay. The only thing that I think is hurting, well, not the only thing. One of the things that I think is hurting Chris Hardwick here, though, is that his entire brand and everything he does has been built around this image of he's a great guy, right? Like he's always the nice guy. So I think that this thing just hurts him in that respect.
I mean, he never struck me as that guy. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a nice dude, but I get maybe it is. Maybe I see him from a different point of view.
Yeah, his whole talk show interview style is sort of like friends with everybody.
Okay.
Nice guy. He's the guy, every girl likes him. He's like the guy that everybody likes.
A successful Eddie F.
Eddie Ift.
Oh, whatever.
Said his name wrong.
I never met the guy. Bonnie met him, Bonnie went on a date with him, with Chris Hardwick.
3 weeks ago.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she went on a date with him.
They were both cheating.
Yeah, she went on a date with him like 3 weeks ago.
How'd she say it went?
So it was okay. I mean, he didn't tell her not to drink or anything.
Right.
I guess he wanted.
Yeah.
When did he go through recovery? Do we know?
Don't know.
No.
Okay.
I
But
think
there's
he's
two
got
sides.
like about 18 years.
There's two sides to everything, and like when a woman comes out and makes allegations like that, and they're serious, and you got to listen, but you can't just condemn the guy without finding out there's any truth in it.
Right.
And he did respond, and people didn't like his response, and then he released his text messages.
Nerdist taking him off is not a big deal because he wasn't with the Nerdist anymore.
No, but
anyway.
I mean, to scrub a guy like he never existed in your is stupid because he was the founder of that pie. At least wait until the facts come in. If it comes like Cosby's been proven guilty, and when 100 women accuse you of something, that's bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think.
Boss.
And plus, like
accident.
Even what's the accusation here? Like, even if every accusation about Chris Hardwick is true, it's not rape. You know what I mean? So, I think that AMC could easily put him back on TV. And probably should. But it also depends. Like, these texts came out yesterday afternoon. TMZ posted them. They didn't talk about who the source was. But clearly this came from Chris Hardwick. I mean, right?
Of course. I hope so.
Right. It has to have. So... who knows if now this chick is going to turn around and unleash evidence? Maybe the evidence is not as bad as she's making it out to be. Maybe it's worse. Who knows?
I have no idea because again, I know nothing about her and I never saw them together.
Right. Let's go to Paul in New Jersey. What's up, Paul?
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys, a few things. Number one, does Chris Hardwick really have enough power to blacklist anybody?
Well, it's not about talent, dude. It's about power when you blacklist it.
No, he said power.
He said power, but he said talent on the screen. He does. He does.
Yeah, when he had the hold on, when he had the I don't know about blacklisting. It depends on what part of entertainment they're in. Like, could he blacklist me or Sam or Vaughn? No, but from that
But a lot
corner
of
of the industry, sure.
Our talent shining through too.
Okay.
Well, you are a gift.
Number two,
but if you're on his network,
Jimmy,
maybe
if you really want to get pissed off on a story, take a look at MikeSouth.com, which is like a porno news site, and read the story under riffraff that this girl just accused him of trying to hook up with her, and that was it.
Yeah, but
it's hilarious. You got to read this.
He's a
and
rapper.
They call her out on it also.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Riff Raff is a rapper.
Well, he's an
but I also don't know.
He's a rape. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it's not getting any credibility. It's not like it's got any legs. So I don't know how much credence we want to give it anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like if it's just on this website, who cares?
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know who Riff Raff is.
And plus, his name speaks of who he is.
I've never hated a hat more than yours.
It's really bad. I hate what's under it.
I hate
nothing.
I hate everything about myself.
Fair, Rich. I'm sorry to hear it.
Fair.
Oh, you're okay with that?
Fair.
I wanted to console him. You're okay.
No.
You're fine with that. Yeah, Chris. Basically, he sent a text message. According to TMZ and everything, that is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 long paragraphs.
Yep.
And he talks about. He has a much more accurate picture about everything that's going on, particularly with you. I guess this guy Sam. And I don't know if I think he's the guy that she was cheating on. I guess they were going on a break, but it was one of those breaks where he didn't know that she was going to be hooking up with other people, and
she was still with this guy Sam.
Right. And it's like,
just say it. Just tell us what happened.
Well, I don't want to.
Hold on, I'll read some of it.
I like this Sam Roberts.
Some
okay, good
things.
It's such a long text.
We only have an hour and a half.
It's so long.
Recently come.
It's recently. Recently.
You sometimes just want to actually do the entire thing.
Do you understand? Every fiber of my being wants to read this as Edgar.
Torture
and
the audience.
11 minutes? There's no way you get it done in 11.
No.
You're probably right.
Because I looked down
way longer.
I wasn't looking at the paper, and I really thought what you just read was a full line. It wasn't even half of one line.
No.
And we're like you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 lines.
It's very, very well written. And again,
I'm certainly not blaming you for all of our problems. I know I'm a pain in the ass and that I work too much and have trouble snapping out of work mode. I know that I get insecure and frustrated easily, and that you sensed hesitation from me. But I swear on everything that I have that any hesitation you sense from me was being in my own head and flustered trying to figure out how to fix it all. I'm a fixer. Blah, 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 blah.
Even that isn't wanted, I guess, but not always the best communication.
And it kills me that you honestly believe that I didn't love you and didn't make every effort I could to try to make you happy. You must know that I'm an okay guy and really did have the best of intentions. And then he closes off with...
and he goes, I would have absolutely stayed by your side and figured this out with you.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I think you just didn't believe me because you batted a lot of it away. This is not a guy doing damage control in the media years later. This is the actual text you're sending to the other person.
From 2014.
Yeah, this is the text. That's like if you're in the room and you're both discussing drapes and you're going, those are blue, and she's going, no, they're red. Like you're both addressing the same thing. Must be how he really felt, because this is your breakup text.
And I hate to tell you, but guys that have a whole bunch of jobs and a lot of them are self-made are not fun. Like those guys who like have a lot of fun jobs and host shows and do this and do that and are all over the place are not fun in real life.
But even if he's not a fun guy.
I say guys.
Yeah.
People who do all this stuff are not fun.
Because they're consumed by everything.
Exactly right.
But the idea of her saying he said, again, sexually assaulted, that's a very harsh label.
It is.
If a guy's pushy for sex, or even if he's a dick about it and goes, hey, I like to fuck a lot, and if you don't want to fuck a lot, even if he's that blunt and callous, yeah, you could leave and go, that guy's a fucking asshole. But that doesn't constitute sexual assault if you're willingly having sex with a guy and he's not holding anything over your head. Like,
right,
again,
unless there's something being held. If I don't do that,
of course.
So here's I would have to see your tits compared to somebody who did not have cool sculpt.
I'll do that. Jordan didn't have cool scope.
Cool scope.
What's it called?
I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you.
Okay, let's.
Look at
Troy,
cool
would you show
scope.
your tits off?
Sure.
I'd love to see the progress.
I would get a cool sculpt done though.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You think I'm taking my shirt
I didn't
off?
even talk. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about Troy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to compare? Is that what you want?
Well, we'll get. I mean, maybe we'll get there. Okay.
No, we won't.
I know. I'm not asking you to do it.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting in a fight tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel a little difference, huh?
I do.
And then you want it pissing it out, like it freezes the fat cells and kills them.
But
Yeah.
you could buy those machines yourself from Mexico.
Well, you know, you could also be beheaded in Mexico.
Yeah.
I can't see any difference.
I can't see.
But I don't know what they were like before. You feel it?
Yeah, like right in here.
Are your Jim? Do you have better tits or worse tits?
Oh, worse. Yeah, he's in better
Worse
shape.
tits.
Yeah, of course.
What about you?
Worse.
Do you?
When I'm not eating, my tits are actually not that bad anymore. But I can still go for what he has.
But you know what? Like you have definition. So if you just
you feel mine.
It just becomes muscle, and then it really looks like tits.
Where would you get?
But it's supposed to if you have
but I don't
muscle.
want that.
Oh, you don't want
No,
muscle?
I want.
You want it flat?
A little more lean. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See, mine are like bosoms. Do you want to poke my chest, guy? You can poke.
Okay.
You feel it.
Jim's pretty solid.
It's not bad, but they're like tits.
Well, you can't tell with the
Bosses
shirt
are
on.
rock.
Yeah, let's
No, that's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen.
Come on, Rich. You're just flexed a minute ago.
Let me tell you something. I'm not getting in a fight. You don't know the fight I had last time.
Tell me about it.
What was the fight?
What, you empty fucking loser. You take your shirt off. You're a 61-year-old man. Stop. I can't handle it. I'm not. Listen to me.
You don't look like you're 61.
You look good.
Yeah, you're not an MRI. Let me tell you something.
What does that mean?
You can't see the insides. That was pretty
I don't
clever.
want
He is an MRI. He's a monumentally rotten idiot. Thanks.
Wow, you're so quick.
Well, what was I going to
Put
do?
your shirt on. You're embarrassing everybody.
I couldn't think of the M.
No, well, good. We'll do it later off air.
No,
Hey, wait a minute, guys. It's the summer. Sun's out, guns out. Let's take our shirts off. Ow!
Let's make
Why
muscles.
don't you take your shirt off?
It's not good.
It's let's see it. We've never seen it. Stand next to him with your shirt off.
Well, there's no reason for me to do it. I don't work on that.
We don't care about your fucking.
You know what Sam's torso looks like?
Okay, if you don't care, then that's no problem. We won't do it then.
I've seen his. It looks like. Did you ever see a hazard bag with blood in it?
That's right. That's a good description.
Yeah, you're actually in better shape than Troy, I think.
No, I don't think so.
How old are you? How old are you?
40.
Yeah, you look
You
great,
40?
man.
I think you're younger. Yeah, I think that you're in better shape than Troy.
I don't think Voss is in better shape than Troy.
Neither do I. I think you
No, he
can't
is.
compare. It's like comparing.
Well, you can compare.
No, you
Definitely in better
can't
shape than
because I'm. All right, so no one case closed. Listen, I know you guys are trying. Let's go to the Keith fucking bombing video. It's going to be a lot better.
I'll tell you what.
No,
I'll make you a deal.
There's no deal.
If you give me 5 topless seconds, and the listeners, it's only fair because Jim wants to hear Keith.
No,
I want to hear Keith. Listeners want to hear
Here's
Keith.
what I'll do.
Hey, Travis, do you want to hear the Keith Robinson stuff?
Yeah, but we can't get to that
We can't.
until we do this.
I need 5 topless seconds.
Listen, Travis, you fucking follower. Used to be a leader.
Travis.
I used to be a leader.
When?
Trevi's a great leader.
Exactly.
Travis was a leader. Hey, kid, get out.
Hey, don't say that.
Here's what I'll do for you guys.
Tell me.
Hear a gunshot.
Next time I come in, I won't eat. Plus, I ate, and I'm.
It just keeps farting in my direction.
It's fucking brutal too.
And you just spit food.
Did I?
Yes.
I didn't think I had any left.
Oh.
So next time I come in, I'll do it for the last time. I just need a couple more weeks. I'm telling you.
We need to compare and contrast. We need a before and after.
Listen to me, you Bodak.
What's that even mean?
I know.
He's insulting you with something he would insult a comic with at a roast in the early 2000s.
No, I like it. I think I might shit myself.
I almost shit my bed last night.
I don't want to.
Would you have stayed in it?
No, I would have to clean it. I felt the gasser, and the liquid came right to the edge.
Oh my god!
When?
In my bed last night, I had to run to the toilet. I almost shat my bed. Of course.
That's disgusting. A
Why,
nude
at
bed
night?
shit.
Who shits at night?
It just happened. What am I going to tell you?
Was somebody over earlier?
I drank a lot of vegetable juice. I did. I drank 2 giant vegetable juices.
Feel a little gurgle?
You talk about it. I know off the air. Come
No, your mic is on.
That's not how it works.
Just write it down, Rich. You're a terrible whisperer. I don't know what you're going to say. Just write it down because you'll wind up whispering something that's.
No, it's not bad. Do you have a pen?
Just write it. Yes. You get a pen.
What are you going to write down, Rich?
Just don't say it.
Okay, he's writing.
Maybe you talked about it, but I don't want to bring it up if you didn't.
Okay, he's writing an essay. It's goddamn Chris Hardwick text.
It really is. It's
What are we thinking?
Yeah.
You talked about it?
Oh, yeah. Why are you writing that down like that?
Talked about what?
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Secret?
What's the non-secret?
The Jews controlling the media.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, Nick getting punched. We did talk about that, of course.
I didn't. What was the story?
We didn't talk about that.
DePaulo?
Oh, maybe you talked about it on Monday?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, we did address it.
Yeah, apparently he got punched at Levity Live, right?
I don't know where. I don't know the story.
At the Palisades.
I guess some woman at the end punched him.
After the show, I mean...
The way I heard the story was he was doing his pictures and, you know, merch and whatever at Levity Live in the Palisades, and a girl came up to take a photo with him, and one of her parents punched him.
No, she punched him. Was it one of the parents?
Or maybe one of the parents took the photo and she punched him.
Yeah.
And
just some...
Yeah, that's what it was. I think the dad was taking a photo and the daughter punched him.
Why?
Yeah.
Did he have her arrested for assault?
I think some cops came out.
Because my daughter wants to... That's when the guy came over to him and told him that he loved the show, adding, but my daughter wants to punch you in the face. It was at that moment the man's daughter sucker punched Nick, hitting him right below his left eye. He didn't even finish the word face, and she sucker punched me, Nick told Bennington's. Nick did nothing in response, but asked the guy whether this had been a setup. He did call the police to have a report of the incident made. Yeah, of course. She looked like the poster girl for Occupy Wall Street and a self-righteous little twat. He said, the world doesn't allow him to hit back. He'll take it to court. Good, he should.
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
He should 100%. I hope Nick presses full charges on this fucking asshole.
I do too.
100%
That's what happens when people feel like there's no consequences.
Yeah, you
for
fucking
them.
brat, little spoiled brat. You don't like Nick's point of view? Go fuck yourself. Get up and leave the show, baby.
Yeah,
that's fucking.
You're not
furious.
entitled
I'm
to fucking punch Nick in the face because you think he's a terrible person. You don't like his jokes. Go fuck yourself.
You don't like fucking Hamilton. You're gonna go fucking knock out. You know, go fuck.
Hold on. What was his name?
I know what his name was. Do you?
Who?
Yep. Go ahead. You said you don't like Hamilton. You're gonna go knock it out.
You're gonna go knock out the star.
Let me go to Nick in Detroit.
Oh my God.
Where did you learn your trade? You stupid fucking cunt.
Who's the
You
guy's
idiot.
name? Puerto Rican guy.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt.
But okay, Nick, what's going on?
Gentlemen, the show today has been absolutely great.
Thank you.
I just have one request, if you might.
Get rid of
I want to see if we can get the legend, Rich Voss, to take his shirt off on today's show to make my morning.
It's not gonna happen.
Will you
Richie,
imagine, Richie, imagine all the people around the world that will buy your roast once you take your shirt off, and you know what? And you entertain the millions of people listening to the show right now, Richie. We all tune in to hear you. We all tune in to laugh, to be entertained, to be happy. All we want you to do, Richie, is to take your shirt off for us, please, buddy. Make our morning.
Come on. How about this?
Thank
How
you,
many people will buy that roast? Thank you very much, Nick. How many people will buy that roast if Voss does that? Because honestly,
what
people buy the roast. The roast is really funny.
Let me go to Miguel in Los Angeles. What's up, Miguel?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm contemplating about buying the Voss roast or not, but if Rich takes off his shirt, I'll buy it.
Buy it, not rent it. Buy it.
First,
buy it.
Wow, that you wouldn't take off your shirt for all these people that are going to buy the thing.
I don't think this guy can buy the.
Wait, Troy, you'll buy it?
I will buy it tonight.
I'll buy it.
I don't think he can buy
That's
it.
three. That's three sales right now if you take your shirt off. And you're going to buy it? That's
okay,
four.
here's the deal.
I was there. I'm not going to buy it. But that's four.
Here's what I'm saying. I'll come in next week and I'll see how the sales went up from today. See,
that's not. We're not. No.
Yeah, listen,
that's not fair.
It's not. You know what?
You don't do. Yeah, I would gladly give you $1 tomorrow for a hamburger today.
No, that's the opposite.
They're going to buy it right now.
How do I know that?
It's an even. Look at the sales figures. It's an even exchange.
I got to see this.
You can't come back next week anyway. We're all booked.
Yeah, we are booked. We got a solid week of live shows.
Let me see.
Bobby and Mark Norman.
That's right. Yeah, Joe Mackey.
Yeah, Sam Morrell.
Joe List. Yeah.
Dan Soder. Walker.
Yeah.
Victor Yorkerson.
Yeah. Luis de Gomez.
Luis de Gomez coming.
Yep.
Very big week of comedy.
Two booked.
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn.
We want Colin Quinn. Why the fuck we want Colin on this show? Oh, that's right. He's brilliant.
He's the best radio guest.
So, Miguel, you'll buy this special if Voss takes his shirt off.
Rich, come on, man. If you don't do it, I'm gonna be forced to listen to all these shitty podcasts.
Okay.
You know what?
Thank you,
I'd rather
Miguel.
you do that and suffer.
Let's go to Paul in New Jersey. What's up?
Sure,
What's up,
take
Paul?
your shirt off, Rich.
Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on?
Morning, Paul.
Hey, me.
If 100%, I will buy the roast if Boss takes his shirt off.
Dude, now people are doing it for real. People love it when you take your shirt off, and
People will buy the roast because it's fun and you're in good shape.
and you're in good shape. And people are going to.
Let's see. I got dinner, huh?
Nothing makes me laugh more. He's going to get in so much trouble.
Rich, are you going to hear shit about that later?
It's just going to be a big fight.
The speed at which he changes his mind.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my favorite moment. It's this. You know, I don't want. It's when he gets off the seat and you know it's about to happen. Good for Rich. Don't take any shit.
Yeah, fuck that, Rich. You
No
look
one
good with your shirt off.
Don't put it up. Let me look at it before you.
Yeah, all right.
I always pick a good one.
Let's get that video up on social ASAP, bud.
I'm in. Oh, I got to leave at 10:30 today.
Why?
And this is for real because I have to check out my hotel by 11 and my luggage is in there.
Oh, that
in my
was
room.
Awesome. Awesome.
What's so awesome about it?
You took your shirt off.
I paid $300 fucking to come into New York today.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to get a lot more money than that from sales of this Voss roast. Everybody.
They're not going to buy it for
Yes,
that.
of course they will. You took your shirt off. Voss took his shirt off. That's the deal. That means Troy, Rob, you actually had already purchased it, correct? Yes. Okay. So except but that counts.
Yeah.
Troy and Travis, you have to buy today.
I forgot I already bought
I have not bought.
You had already purchased it,
Yeah,
Travis?
that
Okay.
slipped my mind.
Okay, so that still counts to the
I'm
total.
on that mug and I'll do it.
You're going to do it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Troy, you're going to buy it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you made the deal. Miguel's going to buy it. Paul's going to buy
Actually,
it.
you know what?
Nick in Detroit.
I don't want to buy. Here's 20. That's from me and Sam.
Okay. He just threw $20.
Now
at
it feels like prostitution.
Yeah.
There
Why
you
you
go.
giving me? I don't want $20. I did a podcast.
Jim just threw a $20 bill
I did
at
a
him.
podcast yesterday.
Ooh, how'd you get that?
And the guy offered me $100. I go, I don't want your fucking money to
Well,
do
if it's a guest fee.
Yeah, but still.
I would have taken it.
Oh, no, I don't look good in that.
Yes, you do.
Look how fat I look.
No.
No, look that. Look that.
You're
Wait,
looking
wait.
down. It's almost like a Mapplethorpe photo.
Troy,
I got to get a better picture.
are you?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Get a better picture.
Get a better one.
Let's take two. Rob, where's Rob? We need to do a take two.
Pose against the wall.
Yeah. We're doing a take two, bud. Yeah. We had to get a take two because Rich didn't like the way he looked in the first one.
Look at your abs, bro.
Yeah.
He does have really good fucking insect abs.
Do you think that
You got a better one? Let me see. I got to go.
do you think that
I'm serious.
the fact that he had to do a second one,
Bad one. You would never do that.
do you think the fact that he had to take a second one is going to make Bonnie think he's more empty or less empty?
Is she gonna be mad about that?
See, that one doesn't look. I look heavy in that.
No, you don't.
Are you crazy?
He looks really good in
Yeah,
that.
look.
You know what?
Let me see.
Just to be on the safe side, you'll post both, right?
No, don't fuck. I'll never do it again.
Okay, well that's already up.
That's not up. You didn't put
It's
it up
on.
already.
You're looking at it on.
I'm putting this one up now.
Let me see.
It looks good.
Oh, put that up. Come on.
Let me see. They're both good.
Come on.
They're both good.
Oh, what the fuck?
Which one do you want?
Holy shit! Boss is in fucking great shape.
He's in great shape.
It really annoys me.
That's why we like seeing him without his shirt on.
I really wanted a fucking picture that he looked terrible in. This
No.
cocksucker has abs.
He's got abs.
Put that one up.
And everything in that sentence is accurate.
I will.
Yeah.
Put it up right now.
That's not up, is it?
Go on now.
Huh?
No, that's
Is
not
that
up.
up?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you took another one. That's not bad.
No, this is a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that down.
So
Oh, man.
you can post the second one and say, correction, this is what Voss looks like.
Listen, if I'm going to do it, I got to listen. If my wife leaves me, at least I need to line something up.
That's right. No, you're right. Look, anybody
Tried to create a Grindr account for him.
That's right. Anybody that thinks that this is the joke here is that Voss isn't in good shape does not understand anything. Because
Yeah, Voss is in good shape.
that's why I like seeing you. You're in amazing shape. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
No, not that picture.
What? The picture that I just saw that Troy took,
Yeah.
you could see your abs. You could, show Voss that.
It's a six pack. It annoys
Look at
me.
look at the pectorals.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that one.
Let's get another.
I like the one. No, just beat it. You don't listen.
Hey, what do you take Voss for? You know?
Shit myself.
Don't shit
Get rid of
yourself.
that.
See, that's really
Would
good.
you laugh if Voss shit himself?
Keep that.
I would really like that. Because imagine if he had to go home and he's like, okay, Bonnie, today on the radio show, I took off my shirt twice and then I shat myself.
my pants.
That's a better one.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Rich.
You're in insane shape.
Yeah, that's.
In all honesty, you're in great shape.
Yeah, your wife should not be upset about that. Your wife should be thrilled that that's what she married.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Was that you, Rich?
Yeah, of course it was Rich. He's standing up.
Right next to me.
I'm sorry. It's mine don't travel.
Yes, they do.
He's talking about his jokes.
Let's go to Rodney.
Put that one up.
Talking to the mic,
up,
Rich.
man.
Up,
How do you think you're
it's a
seeing
radio
it?
show.
Oh man, all these farts. I know something's leading up.
Let's go to Rodney in Texas. Rodney?
Hey, okay.
Hey,
I got an oil field.
Can we get an epic photo of the 4 legends in the room taking their shirts off all together, please?
No.
Unfortunately not. No, unfortunately that's not available.
No, I'm not in good enough shape.
Yeah.
But I'm just honest about
It's
it.
like punching down.
What is?
I have nothing today.
Dude, you just took a great topless picture.
I know.
We were laughing at stuff before. What do you mean you have nothing? Don't get down on
Some
yourself.
days you don't have it.
Today was good.
Yeah,
It has
it's
been
all right.
good.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good,
There's
I
been some
think.
good ones.
Yeah.
But that, I'm pretty impressed with that one.
Right. Right. If you go to @JimandSam Show
Although
on
my
Twitter.
hair's a mess, it looks like I'm bald.
Nobody's looking at your hair with that body.
It does look thinning, yeah.
It
It's
does?
because of the hat. And
No, it's
everything.
not.
Yeah, it's,
No, it's not. It's because of the follicles.
You think that's what it is?
Yes, I can see it from here.
Oh.
No.
Well, the photo's up on @JimandSam Show on Twitter, and we're posted on Instagram too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that look bad?
You look great. You're,
Plus,
you're in way
honestly-
better shape than me.
And we'll post them both.
Yeah, you're in good shape,
No,
Rich.
don't post the first one. Why would
It's
you
already
post
up there.
it?
It doesn't matter. Who you,
It does matter. It's not you. It matters.
But yeah, but you in shape, though.
Yeah, but the other ones are the ones that people are going to fucking Photoshop. Okay?
No.
Yes, and they're going to put like a fucking dolphin's head on my fucking whatever.
No.
Dolphin head, why?
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind.
So does
I don't know. I just.
Why would they do that to a dolphin?
Whoa, boy.
I know. Not good.
No,
I
Just
not
put
too much.
that one up.
I
Why
know.
the fuck? I try to be nice and be a team player.
You're killing it, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm killing it?
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, but not when you put the bad one up.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate that you did that.
I do it for you, man.
I know, because you know it makes me laugh so much. You know it's so much fun for me. I love it when you do it, and I really appreciate that you do it.
But you don't know that I'm going to get in a fight over this.
That's part of the reason why I like it so much. Because now it's like there's a whole other element. It's not just Rich has no shirt on. It's, oh my God, this is so funny because Bonnie's going to be so upset with him.
Right.
I need that picture for Grinder.
What's she going to say to you?
No. My flower tats look pretty good.
You don't want the
there.
Sirius XM on Grinder. You have to block that out.
Yeah, don't put our show name
What if
either.
I put right here under more?
You're not into it. It's a microphone, Rich.
Rich,
gotta
you're
have a
talking
microphone.
into a TV monitor.
What? No, I'm going to Troy from those.
It's
two
all
flowers
electronics.
connecting.
To the mic, Rich.
Oh,
I'm not
from
trying to be a dick.
From the.
You want it's under your chest.
He gets in front of the mic and he stops
what
talking.
do you think from the flower to the next?
How about a noose?
I don't know. Put some more flowers.
You think it'll work?
What do you think Bonnie's going to say to you, Rich?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Huh?
What do you think Bonnie's going to say to you? Your wife.
Say you're just an old, empty fucking soul.
Yeah.
Why do you do it for their pleasure? You're a
That's why we do
headliner.
stand up.
You're going.
Right.
You're a fucking major act. You're a legend. You don't need to do that for a laugh. And I tell her, you're right. But I can't say no to my buddies.
Thank you.
It's just fun.
It's fun.
stupid.
It's just a fun time. And look, here's good news right here. Joe in Virginia.
How do you do, Joe?
What's happening?
Oh man, I missed it.
Damn it.
Hang on for a sec, Joe. Voss had some kind of headphone error that I was looking at the phone screen for.
Of course he did.
I'm going to need Jim to explain
Do you
what just
understand?
happened.
Oh, please.
Travis, did you see it?
No, I was reading the replies on our tweet.
He picked. Well, here's the
video
good news. We got a camera.
Oh, yeah.
Right on him. He picked the fucking camera up. Is there a way we can go back and get that in the commercial break?
I mean, as soon as we go to break, you can watch it on,
Dude,
on the camera.
He picked it up. Look at where's consent. Anthony, can you come in and see the time on so we know exactly how far back to go? And he picked the headphone up to hear it, and he hit himself right in the fucking head.
Oh, that's amazing. By the way, we're already getting tweets from people that are buying it and screen capping their receipts.
Voss is a fucking trooper.
Yeah.
And the roast is hilarious. It's truly hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, you probably should have bought it anyway, but go ahead, Joe.
I was going to say I rented it, and now I've got to fucking buy it because I kept rewinding it, and I'm going to run out of time. It's really, God, Florentine took a fucking beating.
Yeah,
but
just see where. Sorry, but just see where the time code is.
It's really funny.
See,
Thank
there
you.
it is.
Thank
Joe
you.
is now going to buy it. Everybody's buying the Voss roast.
Yeah,
and
you
going
should
to
do it. Everyone, everyone fucking killed.
VossRoast.com.
It's $10 and it's fucking $5 just to rent it if you only want to watch it once. And I just, it's funny, man.
And Voss took his shirt off for you. Oh, no.
What?
This isn't great.
No, don't stop at mentioning Bonnie because she's just going to see it.
Yeah, because in a reply to the tweet with you with no shirt on, somebody wrote, "Nobody tell at Bonnie McFarlane. She might get mad."
Yeah.
What kind of fucking snitch is that?
They are snitches. Don't
That's
snitch.
not good. That's not good. There's a few of them, actually.
Oh, see, that's horrible.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is. Where's a good one?
It's good. It's good.
I want a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, gonna buy the DVD now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to. At some point, we should have Bonnie in studio to ask why she's got a problem with Voss taking his shirt off.
100%.
By the way, speaking of people with a problem with Voss, that wasn't really a problem. But when Mike Cannon was in here on last Friday, I want to
wasn't
say
here.
you were not here.
Yeah, I was off joking.
But he said I was congratulating him on getting up at the Comedy Cellar. And he said, yeah, it was just like, it was dumb luck, and this person stepped out. And he said, I would have had a half hour, but Voss insisted on taking 10 of my minutes.
We're not at the Comedy Cellar.
That's what he said, right?
No, you don't do a half an hour at
No
the
one does a
Comedy
half
Cellar.
hour at the cellar.
Did I get that story wrong, Travis?
Maybe in the stand. I don't know.
He said it may have been the stand.
It was probably the stand, and I probably needed to do 10 minutes for something.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the fact, and I hear he's a funny guy. I heard his CD is good. But if Rich Voss wants to do fucking 10 minutes.
That's right.
That's what the fuck you got to deal with.
Right.
That's, you know what?
True.
The
What?
fact, you're lucky I didn't do your whole half an hour. Go fuck yourself. The fuck is wrong with these new comics? You grow a beard and all of a sudden you're a headliner? Go fuck yourself. I hear he's funny. I have nothing bad to say, but there was a reason I had to do it.
I don't know if he actually had a problem with it or not. He just brought it up, and I thought it was funny. And I was like,
he wasn't mad?
he didn't seem, no, he was just like, yeah, I was going to do 30, but then Voss had to do 10.
Get Mike Cannon's new CD. It's fucking really good. No, he's a real funny guy.
He's
man.
very, yeah, we have him on. He's very, very funny.
Very funny.
Yeah.
I never heard him once.
He's funny on the radio.
No, he is funny.
I don't know his act, but he's funny in the air.
Do you know who's on fire? Podcast. Like, this kid, Jared.
Chip Chipperson?
Yeah, this kid, Jared.
Oh, Jared Freed? Yeah, I like Jared.
He sold out 2 shows at the Underground, all females only.
Yeah, he does some relationships.
What is he, fucking Jenny Jones? But he got all fucking 2...
Jenny Jones?
What is it, 96?
She used to do a show with all females on tour. That's why she got famous. She did no males allowed at her show.
How about Sally Chippy Raphael?
Hey, dude, Jenny Jones hasn't been any, nobody knows her for 20 years.
Everybody brings up old references here. So
Jenny Jones?
All female audience?
Yeah, see, that's how she got famous.
No, I know that, but
it's a while ago, you know?
I think she had breast cancer. I think she lost her breast.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Cool. Thanks for trying. Any more facts? Fun facts with Rich?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that.
Really.
We should break because I believe I have to shit as well.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay, so listen.
Well, I'd hate to have either one of you shit your pants. Troy, what were you going to say?
Oh, just can I read some plugs real quick?
Plug,
Is that okay?
of course, buddy.
Oh, sure.
My band Black Caviar tomorrow night will be at Public Arts in New York City playing with the Knox. Friday, Noto in Philly. And Sunday, playing the Tiki Beach Party in Rhode Island. Real Black Caviar on social media for all the info.
Cool.
And what were you going to say, Voss?
July 6th and 7th, Gotham Comedy Club. Gotham. Also, if you want to see the best, probably one of the best roasts in history. I'm not going to lie. It's probably one of the best roasts.
I'd say that's fair.
VossRoast.com. My wife hates me in my house and also on Riotcast.
Amazing. And Jim, you got dates?
Just go to my website. They're there.
JimNorton.com. Actually, going into break, can we play a clip from yesterday's show? We were talking about Space Force yesterday and whether or not Mike Pence wanted to be the guy who's in charge.
I hope Nick sues this fucking girl for everything her parents have.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. We'll go to break. This is Mike Pence. If you want to hear the whole show from yesterday, it's available on demand on the SiriusXM app. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. We'll be right back. Mike Pence, he shows up to this gig going like, okay, this Trump is a disaster. He'll never make it a full term. I'm going to get to be president. It's clear to him now. And I think, I don't know. I remember if you said it. I know I said it. We might have both said it, that Trump would not make it a full term. He's definitely making it a full term. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets another one after this.
I think he's going to get another one.
But Mike Pence, who went in thinking like, I'm going to be the president, instead, the consolation prize is you get to be in charge of the Space Force.
And he's the guy you want in charge of the Space Force.
That's right.
Mike Pence.
Right. No gays in space.
Yeah.
No gays in space. And we can't have trans people in the Space Force.
And let's stop calling it docking.
And in December, I signed a historic...
How can a religious guy be a part of the Space Force?
And historic. Yeah.
Right? Does that mean you have to go through heaven to get to space?
I don't know.
Because Space Force has to be very scientific.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. It's Fashion Talk with more What You Want to Hear. Mornings with Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, starting at 8 a.m. on the East.
My humor brand.
I like that.
Yeah.
An empire of humor.
That's right.
Vino and Rich at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Truth, real talk. All right, I agree.
Jason Ellis, 3 on the East, noon on the West.
Challenge accepted.
I'm an idiot.
Well, time will tell, but yeah.
Fashion Talk, Sirius XM 103.
Hear what happened.
One of the most euphoric nights of music I've ever been a part of.
When U2 performed for 1,500 Sirius XM subscribers and loyal fans.
The Apollo was a great experience.
At Harlem's world-famous Apollo Theater.
Just rocked it out, man. From the heart. From the heart.
Catch encores throughout the month.
It's now going out on Sirius XM.
On the U2 Experience, Channel 30. And streaming on your phone or connected devices and speakers.
This is not an offering to sell a franchise. Franchise offerings are made through the franchise disclosure document. Spring, summer, or fall, outdoor living has never been more popular. Everyone is looking to beautify their patios, pools, driveways, and more, which means Concrete Craft franchise owners are gearing up for yet another busy year. That's why we're looking for people like you to become franchise owners, to keep up with the incredible demand. Concrete Craft is the nation's #1 decorative concrete coating franchise, and you won't believe how we transform surfaces into beautiful projects in and around the home year-round, including interior flooring and commercial spaces. If you've always wanted to own your own business, Concrete Craft could be just what you're looking for. You don't have to know a thing about decorative concrete because we'll train you and your team. You market the business, supervise the jobs, and let the compliments and the projects roll in. There's never been a better time to own a Concrete Craft franchise, but the early bird gets the worm, so call 877-YOUR-OWN-BOSS today. That's 877-YOUR-OWN-BOSS, 877-968-7696.
If you have aging, rusted, or dented baseboard, then you need Revitalign by Slantfin. Revitalign is an aluminum baseboard replacement cover that easily fits over almost any installed baseboard of up to 8.5 inches in height and 3 inches in depth. Just pop off the old, worn-out covers and slip Revitalign directly over the back panel. So simple, you can do it yourself. So beautiful, you can use it anywhere in your home. Revitalign provides a sleek, new modern look, available in bright white and other decorator colors. And best of all, it's from Slantfin, America's leading baseboard and boiler manufacturer since 1949. Revitalign is easy to install and looks great, so why wait? Go to slantfin.com and order online today from your nearest Slantfin dealer. That's slantfin.com.
Channel 37.
Or hear it on your phone or at home on Sirius XM connected devices and speakers.
Your doctor said you need back or neck surgery. That's a frightening thought. What if, instead of spinal fusion procedures, there was a gentle and effective way to relieve your pain? What if you could wake up pain-free after a 90-minute outpatient procedure? What if just 4 weeks after surgery, you were back to the life you once enjoyed? Introducing SonoSpine, a revolutionary minimally invasive surgery using the precision and safety of sound, ultrasound. The FDA-approved technology decompresses presses pinched nerves, eliminating your pain without the need for spinal fusion. Locations in the Washington, D.C. area and Scottsdale, Arizona. Call 888-957-7463. That's 888-95-SPINE. Or go online to sonospinesurgery.com. You deserve the safety of sound. Ultrasound. Call 888-95-SPINE or online at sonospinesurgery.com.
Let's talk about Larry. A year ago, he was living at home, making minimum wage. Now, Larry is 3 months into his information technology career, making triple the money, doing something he loves. Don't love what you do? Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the
around Hood's waist.
Hood was a comedian who would wear dynamite. He's Middle Eastern. He would wear dynamite around his waist. He was very funny. He'd go on and wear like a bomb belt.
The reason he'd be around his waist is because it was a bomb.
Yeah. Oh, boy, yeah.
And was that Colin?
That was me. That's a good
Oh, that was you saying that? Way to go.
Fuck, my line's killed.
Yeah, dude.
I can take this pound and I can take it. I'll be leaving comedy for the next 4 weeks. Maybe a year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Is that it? Because there's got to be more.
And there's one more clip that handsome Robert pulled of the crowd saying goodbye to him.
Yeah.
If I go down, this whole fucking roast goes down, goddammit. It's already down! It's already down! Hey. Well, folks, I should have took my first voice and went home. Who? Yeah. Who's up next? Shut up. Who the fuck up? Shut up. Now you're not. You're gonna trash me some more.
He wants to take over MC, and that's all you're used to.
All right, here we go, folks. Before I go,
they're killing him.
They better be able to fight.
He's getting mad.
You can play music.
Hey, pause for a sec. Is he getting upset?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is it because the crowd and the dais is all just killing him?
Yeah, he was taking a mammoth beating.
Was it deserved?
Oh, he was fucking eating his dick.
Big don't mean shit to me. I can throw a little bit. Big don't mean shit to me. I'm gonna stay up this bitch into everybody. Turn the lights down. Wave. Oh, I know, right? Y'all can sing, dance. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God.
I do what I want to do when I want to do. Who? Rhonda. All right, I'm gonna bring to the stage an open micer. No! I stay on forever. Fuck that! I'm staying forever.
These are all comics too.
Yeah, the audience. Yeah, there's just
so many
you can't.
comics.
That song is unbeatable.
You can't.
That song is undefeated. No one's come back from that song.
Why was he trying to fight it, do you think? He just didn't want to admit defeat?
Yeah, you know, as a comic or whatever, I can only speak as a comedian. You have to get them back. Like you want to at least end on your own terms.
And he did not.
He couldn't. It happens. I mean, it happens to all of us.
The biggest bomb in a roast. I don't know. I think it was Emmett Smith. Jamie Foxx was hosting.
I saw that. Some guy, I forget his name.
Oh man, is it fucking brutal?
Somebody just there's a Photoshop of us on the show, and they took picture of Richard Pryor that's on Rich's shirt.
Performing in the room.
And they took that picture off. They put it where Jim is, and then they put the picture of Jim on Rich's t-shirt.
I like that you're wearing a Jim Norton shirt. That's really supportive.
And it's just me, Voss, and Richard Pryor doing a show.
It's funny. I just, I never sold shirts, but I just got Rich Voss Legend shirts. And if you want them, you can go to email me.
You're looking emaciated.
Oh, Jesus, like my elbow. See? That's why I can't do this here.
Right. Well, this was the last time for sure. There's a Photoshop of Rich looking emaciated now, like he's a Feed the Children infomercial. You like that, Troy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good shit.
These guys are so creative with the Photoshop.
They're so good. They're so quick, man.
Yeah.
My favorite, I've said it before, is him.
Very good.
Good shit. Yeah.
Yes.
I like it.
I personally would have closed with the fucking guys going, that would have been the best closer.
But it was funny.
It was very funny. Who did the voiceover?
That was Michelle, is her name. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went high school musical on that, huh?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it was great.
Good shit. Good shit. Anthony, you have a bit too, right?
Yes. I have a bit. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
It's called Robuterol, and it's a form of sleeping pill for somebody's comedy. So
wait. What's the name of it?
Robuterol.
Okay.
Robuterol. Okay.
So I'm going to take a guess here that while Rob decided to go after Joe Mackey, use Joe Mackey for his inspiration.
Yeah.
You went for Rob.
I thought he was going to come after me. So,
so you're like a rapper who's like, okay, I hit Rob. I think Rob's going to hit me
so you
back.
have another diss track ready.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
But instead, Rob went with Mackey, and you're like, well, fuck it. I made this.
Yeah, let's play it.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Man, I just can't seem to sleep at all anymore. I've tried everything and there's no solution in sight. I've tried sedatives, I've tried home remedies, I've even tried counting sheep. Nothing I do is working.
Have you tried Robuterol?
Robuterol? What's that?
Robuterol is a brand new method of putting people to sleep that doesn't require those addicting pills. Just the courage to sit and listen to a part-timer try to tell jokes.
They say 27 going on 17. Because I can't shave.
With Robuterol, you can catch up on sleep while a person who doesn't have a funny bone in his body struggles to make people laugh on a comedy radio show.
That's cool. Just keep name calling. That's big. Piece of shit. Yeah.
Side effects may include heck disorder, jealousy over full-time people, web toes, pepperoni nipples, and forgetting to send cameras to LA.
6 Link Tony comes in with a shot. Because he sends 6 links every night in his emails. That's it.
Robuterol. No laughs, just sleep.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well done. That was very, very good.
Well done.
That was better than the first one.
Very funny.
You nailed that one.
Rob, comment?
Yeah, it was good. It was funny.
That was funny.
As was yours, Rob. As was yours. I loved yours.
You liked his.
I did like his
thing
a
about
lot.
Joe Mackey.
Yeah.
And you liked his about you.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I thought it was very, very
the
funny.
LA camera one, really good.
Yeah.
You nailed
really
it.
good.
Nailed him.
Good job, both of you guys.
I love it when you sneak a shot in. You know what I mean? When it's not even about that, and you just boom, just a quick little jab.
Yeah, side effects. Very funny, man.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be kind of funny if just Anthony, every time he submitted something, he was like, "This is about Rob." Yeah, this one's about Rob. I decided to attack Rob with this piece because technically, I mean, first one was decent. This one was good. So it seems like every time you try to attack Rob, it gets a little better.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any plans on attacking back?
No.
Okay. So.
I thought the bit that he did was this.
Right.
So I was just like, all right, well, I might as well, do it. And
Now, you don't want to hit Anthony back. Why?
I just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel like his criticisms are accurate?
I mean, some of it's, a little slanderous, but yeah, it's fine. It's all in fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
You do?
Yeah, because honestly,
Travis, do you think he likes it?
A lot of those jokes were bombs.
Do I think Rob likes it?
Yeah.
No.
No, he does not.
No, but
he's been a good sport.
He is being a good sport, and I like that.
You don't think he likes it, Travis?
No, but Anthony made very good use of those clips.
Yeah. Yes, great use.
I told Anthony, I said, that's a great bit.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. And I think Rob doesn't like it, but he knows it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny's funny, right?
Funny's funny.
Yeah.
Funny's funny. And you got to laugh at yourself.
Right. And Joe Mackey.
Oh, and Joe Mackey.
Yes. Yeah, both good. Both very good.
Thank you.
Way to go, guys.
Excellent jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
2 for 2.
And they both have some other good ideas in the works.
They do?
Yeah.
Got some things cooking.
I would say. You know, I always say play to your strengths, young Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what your strengths are? Making fun of this guy. Yeah, oh yeah, you're good at it. You get all the shots in. You know why? Because it's all up here. All the shit that, you know what I mean? Because yeah. I would stick to your strengths on that one.
Fair enough.
Rob bits.
Yep.
Fair enough.
You'd be okay with that, Jim?
Yep. All right, guys.
All right,
Good job,
thanks, guys.
both.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nicely done.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Fucking Afrin's wearing off. My
Is
nose
it?
is itching. Yeah, it's the worst.
It just goes right back, right?
Right back, dude.
That's why it's
Terrible.
addictive.
Yeah, I started it again 2 days ago. I've been off it, I'm on it, and I just can't breathe. I gotta get the surgery again.
Speaking of wishing you couldn't be able to breathe, I felt like did you read the story yesterday about the billionaire?
I loved it.
You did. I knew you would love it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is...
He did what I would do if I lost a $20 million house. He, I guess it's a contentious divorce.
Yeah, his name's Bill Gross. I don't know why he's a billionaire. But
the name is perfect. Because he didn't want to give up the house, I'm sure. And maybe his wife he felt was being cunty.
Right.
So he left dead fish in the air vents.
That's right. And he filled the drawers with human hairballs, and he left the home reeking of a fart scent.
Fart spray?
He made he probably got some of that liquid. He did. That's like that liquid ass that we used to play with all the time.
It's amazing. It stinks.
It's so bad.
And dead fish, by the way, rotting fish in the vents.
It's literally what they did in Dirty Work.
And there's no way you can... someone said that someone did that in a fucking bank vault, like in the where your box, what are they called? You know, the little
safe deposit.
Safe deposit. And that's got to be so hard to identify who did it.
Oh yeah,
man.
Imagine you go through this whole messy divorce, you go through the whole trial and everything, and then you're like, okay, but I got this beautiful $20 million house I can go right home to, and you open the door and you realize liquid ass has just been sprayed everywhere, just stinks.
Yeah.
And then you clean up the liquid ass because you recognize that scent. And you clean the whole house. But once the cleaners leave, nobody remember. Oh, there's also fish in the vent.
Yep.
Because cleaners aren't going to go into the vents. So now you got to get the fish out of the vents, and then you open the drawers. You think everything's done. There's
human hairballs. It's just disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It probably stinks too.
You know how heavy your resentment has to be for a person to do that to the house?
You got to lose a $20 million house.
Yeah.
You know what else he did on a lower level of disgustingness, but still just as dickish?
Left human bodies around.
No.
That would be worse.
Yeah, that would be much worse.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite.
Then not a good guess.
No. He took all the remotes to the TV.
You know what? That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's the best.
No remotes for the TV.
None.
You don't know how much you need your remote until all your remotes are gone.
And you're just staring at a flat screen on the wall. Look at Bill Gross.
I love him.
Just a skinny guy.
Name ought to be Bill Icke or something, right?
Yeah.
Go on now.
He just doesn't take shit. She says when I was...
leaves it.
When I was finally able to obtain access to the house, I was disgusted to see that Bill had left in a state of utter chaos and disrepair.
It's almost it's valued as much as $36 million.
I found empty spray bottles of puke smell and fart smell in the garage. The house plants smelled foul and had to be replaced. The carpets were stained, and there was water damage throughout the house.
Yeah.
A one-of-a-kind installation piece had been dismantled and removed. Also, the remote controls for the televisions, drapes, and other technology were all missing. The drapes were gone. You know what that means? If you move in at night, you don't realize it, you clean up, you go to bed, and you wake up first thing in the morning because there's no drapes on the windows.
It's all hassle shit. It's immature. It's like you can't burn the house down, but you can just be a dick.
I even found dead fish and dirt stuffed into the air vents.
Dirt, so she can't get a good fresh air.
Means he went outside, he got cups of dirt and just put it in the air vents, just so the air would be dirty.
She'll have to spend $10 grand or whatever to have a cleaning crew go from top to bottom every inch of that house, in the attic, in the basement, air vents, the ducts everywhere.
Yeah.
And make sure there's no dead fish or rotten animals.
Which she can afford, but you're right. It's just such a hassle.
Yeah, she took a fucking the 1932 Pablo Picasso worth $37 million.
Oh my God. And she still gets the house too. The Picasso's worth more than the house.
Rather than leave bare space on the wall, Sue replaced the Picasso with a replica she painted. Wow.
Bill was shocked. Sue already had the piece.
He was angry when he learned of her switcheroo.
She stole the damn thing. So he got pissed that she took his Picasso.
I don't blame him.
So he put dead fish in dirt and made the whole house smelled like doo-doo and farts.
Yeah.
That's good.
She painted a replica. The fuck out of here. She just did that so he wouldn't notice right away.
Right, because you don't look at the painting every day. It's just a big placeholder. Because you're not going to look at the painting every day. It's just going to be something on the wall you don't even notice.
Who the fuck knows? She might have bought a replica.
If it looked just right, I'm sure it was purchased. If it was just a placeholder where if you actually looked at it, you could clearly see that this was totally different, then she did that.
Yeah.
She's not Picasso-level painter. No. She got a doo-doo house.
Well, how hard is it to paint like Picasso? He stunk.
You're not a Picasso guy.
No one is. It's a sweet potato with a nose on it. Fuck you.
When it's like abstract.
It's just awful.
Look at that. What do you see? A sleeping lady? Some waves
nose,
in the ocean?
Lips.
Any asshole can do that.
I don't disagree. The colors are really nice. That is kind of cool, actually. The green and the red. Yeah, it is.
I love Troy. Any asshole could do that. Yeah. If you want to see some real art, Black Caviar is going to be playing Fuck Picasso.
He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of a cool painting. Honestly,
kind of the same philosophy to being like, hey, I watched Ancient Aliens. Fuck that physicist.
That's right.
That's right.
I stand by that.
Good for you. You should. That's awesome that she did. You think the trick-or-treaters are going to come by and go, don't go in there. That's the doo-doo house. That's doo-doo mansion.
I hope so.
We went to a party once.
Yeah.
When we were young, and this girl was just a fucking cunt. And we took meat out of her refrigerator, put it up in her drop ceiling, like one of these.
Oh.
We took Nair.
Yeah.
And we put it in their shampoo bottles.
That's awful.
And then we went into their parents' bedroom, opened up the windows, and just threw everything out the window.
Why'd you do that?
She was
a fucking cunt.
Was she?
Yeah.
Was she that much of a cunt?
Yeah.
She was having a party, though.
She had a party.
She invited you.
Yeah, and then she's just a fucking ass. She was an ass. But we were like in high school, too. So
right.
Just trying to be assholes.
Do you think her parents were mad?
Yeah.
All their stuff was outside.
Yeah.
Also, they probably tried to wash their hair and got bald spots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my friend shoved the toothbrush up his ass and turned it.
That they probably never found out about.
Double-deckered the toilet.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I never knew anybody that actually double-deckered.
Yeah, I watched my friend.
Oh, yeah, Florentine's been double-deckering for decades.
So there's a shit in the toilet tank.
In the tank. Yeah.
Then you have to fish it out. That's the only way to get it out.
Yep. Yeah, there's no way to get a big...
It doesn't flush through
No,
ever.
because then the water breaks it up. So you have basically just a bunch of soupy duty. Yeah.
You think this guy left any double deckers?
No, but I would hope so. Upper decker.
Upper decker?
Not a double decker. Yeah, upper
double
decker.
Decker's the bus.
Yeah.
Upper decker is the shit.
Upper decker is the gift.
Yeah, that's right. Scott in Tennessee. What's up, Scott?
This guy, for any divorced male, is the greatest human on the planet.
He really is awesome.
Yeah, because you figure out a way that, like, you know what? Legally, I'm done. There's no recourse for me.
Right.
You know,
She got the Picasso. I got a cunty replica.
Right. They're not giving me back the painting. They're making me give her the house. You know what I can do? I can make her existence annoying.
Yeah.
I can bother her.
I can make my presence known.
I just love that a billionaire found yes, I need puke and fart spray. Yeah, as much as you got.
He probably bought a lot of it. I'll take all of it.
Yeah.
Sir, we have 61 I'll take all of it.
A mansion full. That's what I need.
And he dropped a fucking Amex black card.
For his doo-doo spray.
I have my own low-class version of that.
Yeah.
When I got divorced, I had my ex-wife tried to go for stock options.
Oh, your ex-wife.
Like,
she got a great ass.
So she petitioned for 5,000 of the units I had, and they were valued at $60 a piece when I got them, but the stock was worth, at that time, $19. So I was like, no problem. They're all yours.
Oh, that's great.
So
that's great.
It was nice.
Worthless. Just worthless nonsense. Love it.
Right, peace.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye, mister.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of heroism to what
that guy did. Yeah,
to what that guy did.
She takes a Picasso and gets a fuck you. You get a $40 million house.
Yeah, doo-doo house.
Stop.
Doo-doo house.
I don't know if we need to bring back line of the day, Chris. It's an Opie and Anthony bit.
Yeah, Chris in Houston.
Yeah, guys. Okay, call it something else. But I've been laughing.
Wait, what'd I say?
Damn credit. No, sorry. Chip.
What'd I say?
Okay, Chip. What were you saying, Chris?
Damn. Jim was talking about taking a shit with the lights off, and he goes, "I like a good dim shit." And you told him he was a dim shit.
That was very funny.
Look, you don't get much to land on this show, but you scored with that one.
I was trying to backhand a
yeah,
compliment.
you need to put that first part in, but I appreciate the compliment.
I laughed very hard at that joke. I thought it was very funny.
No,
I didn't think it was called for or appropriate. It was accurate.
It's just hard to get one. It's hard to land a joke with those two guys in the room sometimes, and you smoked them.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But
yeah, you're a dim shitter.
Okay, that's not the thing. That's not the thing. Oh boy,
line of the day, huh?
No, we don't. We're not going.
What'd I say?
We're not doing that. If Chip has something, we could do the "What did I say" of the day, and it's just a Chip line. But that's it.
Well, he had the best lines of his podcast, but it turned out to be always his.
That's right. That's right. Bonnie McFarlane's still getting tagged in all of our tweets. With
Oh, guys, don't do that. She's gonna get mad at Rich.
Do you know? And then one person says, this is the only reason I signed into Twitter today, so they could see the topless Rich photos. I hope people get as much joy and entertainment as I do out of that. It's not just the fact that we can get Rich to take his shirt off all the time. It's not just the fact that every time he comes in and he expressly says, today is the day, my foot is down, I am not doing it. Not happening.
My favorite moment is this. Look, she's gonna yell. She's gonna get mad. She's gonna. And as soon as the little legs drop off the chair, I'm like, it's about to happen.
He's taking his shirt off. It's not just all that. It's also the fact that we all know that he's gonna have to go home and get yelled at by his wife, and there is no reasonable excuse.
None.
Why did you take your shirt off again? I don't know. They asked me to.
They asked me to.
It's like, well, if they asked you to jump off a bridge, would you? Mm-hmm. It's like the kid who just keeps misbehaving because the kids he wants to like him keep telling him to. I don't know. Jim and Sam said it would be good if I did that. Yeah, we talked about this 24 times.
The roasts. I want to see how many roasts they sold from this show.
Yeah. I like that our listeners will do the right thing.
Yeah, by the road. It's hilarious.
Here's the deal. Because even at the live show that we did at Caroline's, he said backstage, "I'm not taking my shirt off on that stage." And I said, "Okay, no problem.
No big
Rich."
deal.
And once he was out there, we got him to take his shirt off because people promised to buy CDs. But the reason it worked is because people bought CDs.
Yeah. But you got to do what you say you're going to do.
Yeah. So and by the way, you should be buying that roast anyway. But yeah, the fact that if the sales go up, we're going to be able to get him to take a shirt off again.
Absolutely.
And Bonnie's going to get upset with him.
Yeah.
Way more. Every time.
The more you buy, the more Voss's shirt will come off, the closer we are to pushing him into divorce.
That's right. And that's the goal.
Go
to vossroast.com, buy the roast, get him divorced. Jim, you can get all Jim's dates at jimnorton.com.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them coming up. I'm hoping it's been updated with my Montreal and also my fucking Cleveland hilarities. Finally going back to Cleveland. It's been a long time.
Maybe we'll talk a little tomorrow about what we're planning on doing in Montreal for Just for Laughs, because I believe it's up on the Just for Laughs website.
How many shows are we doing there, 2?
10.